Welcome, everybody, to the Fan Dub Zone. And today we are going to be doing some fun stuff after the 100th episode stream. And, thank you, everybody who showed up. And big shout out to LB for showing up last night. Appreciate having you. And for your stream, if you missed LB's stream, go check it out. It was awful. Awesome.
Wait, which one is it?
It's Lonely with Friends, number 2.
No. You said it was awful, and then you said it was awesome. Which one is it?
Oh, awesome. I'm tired. I haven't slept very well. So last night really drained me.
I think I got the stream, so I'm going to post it in there for people. I hope that's the right one. Is it the Batwoman Rotten Tomatoes one?
No, it's called Lonely with Friends. Episode 2.
Yeah, it says Lonely with Friends, and then it says Batwoman Rotten.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. All right. I put the right one in then.
And of course, thank you to the Senate. Sorry I didn't tag you, buddy. Once again, I was exhausted. I forgot to tag Cyber. I actually had to tag him.
Yeah, he gave me a special tag.
To the tag. So, but thank you. And by the way, I loved that meme of the Thanos. Like I was Thanos and PB was Iron Man.
Yeah.
So.
How late were you up last night after I, clicked off after the stream went off?
Oh man, me and PB were talking in the green room till 6, and then I had to wake up.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit! No wonder you're tired. Looks like I gotta run the show now, guys.
But no, it was cool, and we're getting back to doing our normal articles and shenanigans. No politics today because Cyber says he's ready to kill someone.
Right here.
Hopefully not a politician. I may have to disclaimer that.
I think I'm dying on my end. Am I dying or are you dying?
I hope I'm not dying on my end.
No. One of our connections went out, and I just started talking because I didn't know if you went out or if I went out.
Ah, man, we'll just keep going. But yeah. So I mean, it was pretty. It was a pretty good night, and you know what, Cyber? Honestly, I say fuck politics. I can't talk anything serious tonight, so we're just gonna do wacky shit.
Great, that's good. That's great. I love it. We need to have a wacky stream.
Yeah. So it'll be fun, but yeah, there's definitely some great news to cover that we're going to cover tonight. And before we get going, we have PB who's going to jump in later. He's in the chat. We have Butterfinger. What's up, Butterfinger?
He's already teasing me about politics. Everyone teases me about politics. They said that one thing because of other reasons outside of this stream, and I won't mention.
We also have Tommy, and we have Generation Productions. So welcome, everybody. Good to have you here.
Are we going to bring the war on candy corn in here?
I heard LB mention that. He said it was something on Twitter. I don't know what the fuck that even it means. Like, I haven't been on Twitter most of the day because I've been teaching with my girlfriend. So
I'll give you a summary of what's been going on. I haven't picked this side because I want to stay the fuck out of it, obviously. But it's basically right now everyone in you think gamers, fandom and stuff are split in between. Do they like candy corn or do they not like candy corn? I know PB does not like candy corn, and the Senate likes candy corn.
I gotta say, I am indifferent. I don't care one way or the other. Like, I don't. Okay, I guess I don't dislike it to the point of saying fuck candy corn. Like if there's no other candy in the vicinity, I will eat it, but I won't actively go out of my way to buy some. So I don't know if that's an answer for you guys, but it's not. I guess it's not my first choice. Like if, and you know what? It's kind of why we're on that subject. It's kind of a weird thing. I never actively hear people go, you know what, Mom, Dad, fuck Laffy Taffies, fuck Reese's, fuck Hershey's. I want some candy corn. Like I never hear that.
Yeah, if you share my screen, these fucking things, it really goes after candy corn, but these things have had it too good for too fucking long. Give me a real fucking peanut. Give me a real. This is what the war should be on, people. The circus peanuts. Fuck this shit. If you find it in your candy bag, give me a real goddamn peanut. If you're freaking why the fuck is this $7,000 on a side? What the fuck?
Oh my goodness! And I gotta say, you know what? This is hilarious because I see in the chat like there's a back and forth between the candy corn people. I feel like this is like the next big like Star Wars debate. Candy corn splits the fandom. Meanwhile, you're saying the real enemy is these fake peanuts.
Yes. Fuck them.
That is hilarious.
God damn, fuck the circus peanuts, guys. Candy corn, I'm like, I mean, candy corn is way better than those fucking hearts that you get at Valentine's Day. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? Those fucking pieces of chalk.
So, yeah, they're the circus peanuts, but they're the candy peanuts. Yeah, PB doesn't like them either.
Yeah, I would be rallying people for those against the chalk hearts, but they was only come around Valentine's Day and not Halloween. Thus showing that they are that inferior of a candy that they can only show up on Valentine's Day and not Halloween.
So you know what? This is a thing going on YouTube. So I mean, this is detracted from our normal stories. And fuck it, let's talk about it because we ain't got no one else in here yet. The other people are coming, and I want the chat's opinion. What is your favorite Halloween candy? Everybody in the chat, go ahead and just start listing off what your favorite candy is. My favorite Halloween candy is, I don't know. There's, you know what? I'm gonna say I like the Reese's. The fun size ones you get, or like maybe the little like spooky ones. They come in the.
It's a regular size Reese's, just in an individual packaging.
Yes, those ones, delicious. Yeah. They are delicious.
Yeah, I love peanut butter cups. There's a lot of other candies I like too. Getting like Twix, Kit Kat, Snickers. There's a lot of them, but I freaking I eat the shit out of freaking Reese's.
So we got the Senate says Kit Kat, bitch. Love it. We got Butterfinger says Reese's PB cups. And let me see. Tommy and PB, go ahead. Tell me what everybody else. Mox Rocks, I know you're in here. Go ahead and tell me, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Why am I doing this? Well, fuck. We're in October. Halloween is rolling around. Don't give me that shit. You don't go and get candy, even if you're too old to trick or treat. You can't tell me you don't go out and buy yourself some of them special bags of candy they have on sale. I buy the big ass bags and be like, yeah, it's for my daughter. Yeah. No, it's for my fat ass. Sitting there.
I forgot to mention the one other reason why I have no stance on candy corn, because I haven't had candy corn in years because I haven't trick-or-treated in freaking years. So like 10 plus years or so, something. I think it's been longer than that. But yeah, that's why I don't have an opinion on candy corn, because I'm like, I don't know anymore. I haven't had it in a long time. All I know is that if you got candy corn fresh, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Does candy corn ever go stale? Like, I swear to God,
I've had stale candy corn, and that was my very first experience with candy corn. Was stale candy corn, and it was nasty. So I didn't like it for years. Then, like, one of the last times I had it, I thought it was okay, but then again, I was like fucking kid, and I haven't had it in years since.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking about this because you know what? This is some relevant stuff. Like, okay, I love the fact we're all older people, right? We go and do our adult things, but Christmas, Halloween, St. Patty's Day, any of those holidays, you can't tell me you don't celebrate them in one way or another. I'm actually glad
I don't celebrate Halloween. That's why I don't.
I
I haven't celebrated in that long.
So you don't go to the store and buy one of the big ass bags, especially the fact that even when they go on sale. You know how Halloween ends, you got the sales for all the stuff. You don't ever go out there and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy a bag of candy.
Wait, you count that as celebrating it?
Well, yeah, if you still buy the Halloween bag.
Well, then you could say my mother celebrates it because she'll get that for us. That's it, because that's like her fun thing now to do ever since we got older. But no, I don't. I don't celebrate at all. I don't carve pumpkins anymore. I'll still get a pumpkin for the pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I love the pumpkin pie. You know what I really love? I love the fact that on Halloween, all the shit for like McDonald's and everything returns. I'm probably gonna get crucified from this for the chat.
Do you like the McRib?
Oh, I love the McRib.
Whoa, sweet. I do too.
I mean, come on, who does it? And the fact that it returns during that time, that's that's gold. But
it has not returned to Minnesota yet, and I'm pissed.
Oh, that's a sad day.
Last year it was like back for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh, sweet. And I went back, and they still had it on the menu. Like, no, we don't have it. I'm like, well, fuck you.
So McRib is good, but what about okay? And there's a lot of hate for this. I knew when I said McRib, PB would go and start making wise ass comments. No, but yeah, they returned the McRib for Halloween, Butterfingers. But anyways, I like the pumpkin spice coffees and shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not real fucking pumpkin, bro. Are you? No, here's the thing. This is how I know you're a real piece of trash. Are you one of the people that were excited for it to come out in the middle of freaking August?
No, I do not.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I don't agree with releasing it in the middle of August. I think that's fucking stupid. I think it's an October thing, but I do not mind. I like the pumpkin spice latte. Go ahead, chat. Give it to me. I know what everyone's thinking, but those things are delicious. It's like a pumpkin pie coffee. It's fabulous. And who wouldn't want to mix pumpkin pie with coffee?
Me.
Well, I mean, okay, if you have a coffee that essentially tastes like pumpkin pie, it's virtually the same thing as eating pumpkin pie. All the latte it's still got the spice and the whipped cream and everything else.
Fucking pumpkins. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like maybe for the people who drink it, it's like some form of cocaine.
No, I've never spent it. Well, okay, maybe a little bit, but okay, I'll agree with you because pumpkin pie, I love pumpkin pie, and I know it's not the same thing, but it's pretty close. And PB, I got that reference. Yes, soy coal. That's a little bit of soy coal in there, yes. But I mean, come on, pumpkin pumpkin lattes, I mean, I'm not a latte drinker, okay? That shit, I just can't get behind that. But that pumpkin spice latte, that's where it's at. They put the cinnamon and then the whipped cream because you got to have the whipped cream. Like I get that fucker all the way to the top. I can't even get the lid on. Like I'm like, don't even give me a lid. I just want my coffee with the mound of whipped cream that I can see. And then like the pile is so big I can barely pick up the coffee because you know how when you go to drink it, you can spill the whole thing on you. So I get like I just like have to down that shit.
But by the way, anyone who can drink hot coffee right as they hand it to you when it's freaking piping hot and you can just drink that thing and it doesn't burn your tongue or anything?
Oh yeah.
Props to you, man.
And super chat from Mox Rocks, 99 cents here to go use for your soy drink. Thank you.
Bro, coffee isn't 99 cents anymore. Coffee's fucking expensive. It is. Just any coffee is fucking expensive now.
Oh yeah. Coffee isn't what it used to be. Like I don't even think McDonald's does 99 cents coffee. It's like $1.05 now.
Yeah, man.
Unless I'm factoring in the tax, but I'm pretty sure that's like the price now.
It's fucking expensive because everybody's got to have their morning coffee. Oh God, I hated that. Oh damn, I that's one of the reasons why I hate talking about coffee because I always remember the fuckers when I went through school, like middle school, high school. They'd drink and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine on coffee." I'm like, "No, the fuck you aren't." In the middle of the day, I want to freaking choke you or something because you are the most annoying being in the universe because you can't handle the caffeine. You think you can, but you fucking can't. God.
So let me ask you: do you drink coffee?
Every now and then, not a lot.
Oh, no. So you're the occasional coffee drinker. Like
occasional.
I have to start my day with 1 cup.
I wake up with pure spite. That's what fuels me throughout my day. I said that to the Geeks and Gamer account like a few months ago. They had that. What gets you going? I said pure spite. What's funny is I don't know who was running it when they replied to me. They said delish. I fucking lost it at that point.
That's great. Pure spite. I like
pure
it.
Spite, man.
Yeah, no, I'll say this. I need to have at least 1 cup, and then sometimes I'll do an energy drink here and there. A couple lines of Coke. PB knows about that.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. But here's the thing. One of the first times I had coffee and I didn't have for the longest ass time is I had it, I was fine. And then I crashed. And I was at everybody's throats apparently. Because I crashed really bad the first time, and that's when nobody wanted me to have caffeine like that ever again.
So, all right. Yeah. Well, let's jump into our articles. And I pulled something interesting today. I'm going to do some fun topics, nothing too serious, because my brain can't think. And I'm glad for you bringing up that candy corn thing, because I knew I heard something about it. It was on LB stream, and I don't know what the big deal is. I don't think that they should necessarily get rid of it. I feel like it's become like a staple thing.
Bro, if you get rid of it, what are kids supposed to decorate their gingerbread houses with? That's what you use it for. If you don't like it, you use it to decorate your gingerbread house.
Oh my goodness. Mary's Disney DUI scooter. That is a great name. Welcome. No,
holy shit, that's a long ass name.
I don't have a fell yet, but I'm sure Tommy will catch me on something. I'm gonna be reading soon, so you know how that goes. But first, let me go in and click out of my porn site. There we go.
What Butterfingers just said. It might take a while on the our end.
What did he say? Zod lures people into his gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's great.
So I wanted to bring something to your guys' attention. I pulled up the actual article, but apparently people or fans are upset because Tom Holland cut his hair and he looks like 11.
Who?
Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So that's Tom Holland.
Yeah, I know who the fuck he is.
And that's 11 from Stranger Things.
Yeah, I don't fucking watch Stranger Things.
Okay, but there's a side-by-side comparison. Do you think these two look alike?
I think they both have chemo. Are under chemo treatment.
Oh, bad dog. No.
I do not regret what I fucking said.
Jokes.
Yes, cancer
Oh
jokes.
my God. That is,
Oh, by the way, PB wants you to check your Twitter. He probably sent you dicks, but, you know.
Let me see.
Bag of dicks.
Stop screen sharing because I don't want you people to view my Twitter.
Yes, porn. Am I wrong? He's not saying if I'm wrong or not. He never said if I was right or wrong, and he's very quiet right now.
Oh, I'm. No, it was not a bag of baby dicks.
No, I'm just saying you have.
To get that
I never said it was that. I'm just saying you just have porn. You know, you don't want to get fucking ripped out.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Said it. I told you that in confidence. Butterfinger says, "What the fuck?" Okay. All right. Yeah, I responded to you, PB. If you got the thing, sure. Anyways, let me go to this article. So, this and Cyber. I know you haven't seen Stranger Things, but you get the gist, okay?
Yes, they both have chemo. I'm not backing down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, chemo jokes aside. God, I'm going to hell.
I know. I knew I was going there a long time ago, so I stopped trying.
Hey, I'm laughing, so I'm right there with you.
Hey, wait. Technically, if we're getting religious, it's not against any of the fucking commandments. So feel free.
Yeah. I never get why people tell a joke and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to hell." But anyways, so here's the thing. This goes to these really stupid people who takes the time. Yes, now that you brought it to my attention, there is a striking resemblance because I watched the show before I got rid of Netflix. That Tom Holland does very suspiciously look like the girl from Stranger Things.
Wait. Well, fucking so. I can barely remember because I watched it once. Wasn't it like Christian Bale kind of bald like this for Terminator Salvation?
Yeah, there's
with the jacket and shit like this. That's what he looks like. That's what he's reminding me of with the type of jacket he has.
So, this is what people are focusing on now. This is the bullshit that would piss me off. This is where I feel bad for the actors. You can't even get a haircut without people becoming whiny bitches and being like, "Oh, you look like someone else from Stranger." I'm sure when he cut his hair,
I say put him in a military movie now. He looks like he'd be the young green rookie, new recruit. You know, he does. He could be.
You ever see a Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, Bits and Parts.
Private Pile.
Nah, he doesn't look like that.
No, he doesn't got that husky look. But I'm just saying that he could pull off one of those those type of movies. Yeah, the military look. So this is a short one. It says R.I.P. to Tom Holland's hair. in a shout out video made for a fan on Tuesday. So this was a video he made for a fan Tuesday. The 23-year-old actor casually revealed that he shaved off his curly brown locks. So please only refer to me as Aunt May from now on, because this might as well be Uncle Ben's funeral all over again, according to a
What
comment
the fuck?
on the video. What? Holland likely shaved his head for his role as a U.S. Army veteran, Nico Walker, in the upcoming crime drama film Cherry. Okay, that makes sense. So
Yeah, so I was
you were
right.
there for yeah.
I
that
was
a great
fucking
call.
right, and he
That was an
does
awesome
look like
call.
he was a soldier, and it's good. It's a good look for him.
Yeah, I think he rocks it very well, but doesn't change the fact that some fans now think he looks completely unrecognizable.
Not really.
No, not at all. People are fucking stupid.
It's
Twitter
his
has
face.
gone.
His face gives it away.
Oh yeah, he's got that baby face.
Yeah.
Twitter has gone as far as to compare him to Eminem, bullshit. Justin Timberlake, definitely bullshit. I love JT, and 11 from Stranger Things. That I can see. One fan even made a memoriam video set to the tune of Sarah McLachlan's "In the Arms of an Angel." These people,
Who fucking who?
truly heartbreaking. I mean, people. This is what people are doing. They're wasting their time.
Was it
to
was
make
it the ear
videos.
rape version of an Arms of the Angel? Because then it's funny as hell, and I will watch.
No,
whoever did.
no,
No, fucking
no. It's the regular version. Truly heartbreaking. Was it worth it, Tom? Well, we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, see what Twitter has to say about Holland's new do and stroll down memory lane. Like, I mean, this is.
That's it. I'm gonna become big, and then I'm gonna have my hair long, and I cut it because my hair gets really fucking curly when it's long. Then I'll just cut it, and people are like, "No," and then I'll have my hair short for the rest of my life because that's how I actually fucking like it. Is short.
Yeah, like this is the stuff that gets pop culture buzzing. It's someone cuts their hair and it's the end of the world. It's like people. He's not always gonna be Spider-Man. Like I know he plays. That's like saying Robert Downey Jr. is just Iron Man. Yes, he's played Iron Man for a long time, but he's also had other great movies.
He should shave his beard, and I want to see what the fuck happens when they. Come on, shave the beard.
Oh, this is
Scare
weird.
them again.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I was told to come in here.
Welcome to the fandom zone. Where,
Hi there. Welcome. I'm glad to be here. What are y'all talking about?
well, we were talking about the big buzz. I'm hitting my pop culture section, and apparently Twitter's lost their fucking mind because Tom Holland shaved his hair. And all the people on Twitter are going, "Oh my god, he doesn't have the curly brown hair. What will we do? Spider-Man is dead." You know, the normal bullshit that people get.
It's like when Aquaman shaved off his beard and everyone freaked out about that.
Yes, same exact thing.
Okay.
Yeah, shit.
So they remember that hair does grow back, and that's cool. Okay. That's good.
I still think Tom Holland looks good with a nice buzz cut.
Yeah, here's the irony. Here's the irony of the whole thing is that he shaved his head for a movie role. He's playing a soldier. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it on screen for you because this shit is funny. So people are all bitching and complaining as they do on the Twitter and social media and all that shit. So let me go back. Yes, PB, I got rid of my porn. All right, so
Yeah, why is he in here?
PB, I'll jump.
I was thinking he was here.
They'll jump in soon. They always like to be fashionably late. So here is Tom Holland right here, and then they're comparing him to 11.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. But
You just need to add like a little bit of blood coming out of his nostril, and then it's like perfect.
perfect.
Like that needs to be the thumbnail.
You know what? I haven't made the thumbnail yet. I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. That's hilarious.
So, Candace, it is great.
Make it all clickbaity though with the thumbnail. Have a bunch of arrows going. Oh, he's bald and have the gasping face.
Yeah. Put one of those, like, was it the Gorgon, what do they call it, the Demogorgon behind him?
Yeah.
Just bring it home. Put it all in there.
I feel like my thumbnail is coming together because when I do my streams, I don't initially make the thumbnail right away.
Yeah.
I let the topics dictate where I'm gonna go because like I set stuff up and like tonight Husky brought up about candy corn and apparently there's a big war.
Every stream I've been on has been about candy corn today. So
I know.
I'm kind of happy about the candy corn things because it kept all the politics shit out of my feed today.
Yeah.
God.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so I was like, I came on and Cyber goes to me, he goes, "Yeah, man, have you heard about the candy corn thing?" I go, "No, man. Me and my girlfriend went to see Gemini Man, and we were, I kind of put my stuff together a little bit before the show, and then like I was like, look, and I go, what is going on?" So he pulled up everything, and apparently people are trying to get rid of candy corn or something. They don't want it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, it started with like drunk 3PO and I think Ryan, and then it spread, and then I'm pretty sure the true masterminds and the true leaders of this is the Senate and PB. I even tweeted about it because it's after the Senate made a meme about it, showing the Senate as the Joker and sorry, fuck that up. As the Senate as Batman and PB as the Joker.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I saw PB sent me a thing with a Joker icon, and I don't know. So is PB if you're here, answer. Are you trying to save the candy corn or are you trying to get rid of it? Are you part of the resistance?
He's against it. I told you this earlier.
So
Senate's
he's against
it. He's against it.
Oh, so the Senate would be Batman in this scenario.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's why I first fucked it up.
So, Candace, I do some articles and stuff, so hopefully I have you on for a while. I stream late, so.
Yeah, I see that. I've got about 20, 30 minutes in me, and then I gotta head out. I gotta wake up at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow, unfortunately. So, but PB said that you got some room, so I figured I'd hop on.
Awesome. I appreciate it. So you get to hear my stellar reading. Everyone in the comments going to joke about that. My reading's terrible. So
that's all right.
Yeah, please forgive me if I stumble over some stuff.
Be sure to point out when he's wrong, though.
Okay. All right.
Not fun unless you point out when he's wrong.
So I pulled up something interesting about Sesame Street, and I want to get your guys' ideas about this. Apparently, and I don't even know how I feel about this, but because it's Sesame Street, I'm willing to kind of roll with it. They're going to deal with addiction, and they made a new puppet and character for this. So I pulled an article that says, "We're not alone. Sesame Street tackles the addiction crisis."
Oh yeah, I saw this. I'm like, it's like kind of pushing it. I'm like, no, wait, that's exactly the society we live in because there are kids out there whose parents have died from drugs. They think drugs are more important than their kids, which is really, really sad.
And you know what? It's Sesame Street, so I kind of give them a pass on some things because Sesame Street has been doing this stuff in their programming. It's not like the normal stuff that we see the fake SJW caring about things, but they're pushing agendas.
They don't push shit. They just kind of like, oh, this is here because we know there's kids struggling.
So
there are kids out there struggling with the way fucking society is, with parents doing drugs and mental illness running wild.
So Los Angeles, Sesame Street is taking a new step to try to help kids navigate life in America. It's tackling the opioid crisis. Sesame Workshop is exploring the backstory of Carla, a bright green, yellow-haired friend of Elmo's, whose mother is battling addiction. That sounds heavy. Holy crap. The initiative is part of Sesame Street in communities resources available online. Sesame Street creators said they turned to the issues of addiction since data shows 5.7 million children under the age of 11 live in households with parents with substance use
Jesus
disorder.
fucking Christ.
That is a pretty stellar number. There is nothing else out there that addresses substance abuse for young kids from their perspective, said Kana.
I don't want to even try it. Comma Einhorn? I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say that. A
Yes.
senior content manager with Sesame Workshop. It's also a chance to model to the adults a way to explain what they're going through to kids and offer simple strategies to cope. Even a parent at the most vulnerable, yes, that's what I meant to say. Oh, damn it. I'm failing. Most vulnerable and worst of their struggle can take one thing away when they watch it with their kids. Then that serves the purpose, Elhorn said. This summer in Manhattan, the Associated Press looked at the puppeteers, producers, and show's creators crammed into the small studio in the nonprofit's Manhattan headquarters to tape some of the upcoming segments. Carla, voiced and manipulated by puppeteer Hallie Jenkins, was joined by a young girl, 10 years old, Sala Woodbury, whose parents are in recovery. Hey, it's me, Carla said. I'm here with my friend Sala. Both of our parents have had the same problem, addiction, Carla told the camera. My mom and dad told me that addiction is a sickness, Sala said. Yeah, a sickness that makes people feel like they have to take drugs or drink alcohol to feel okay. My mom was having a hard time with addiction, and I felt like my family was the only one going through it. But now I've met so many other kids like us. It makes me feel like we're not alone, the puppet continued. Right, we're not alone, Sala responded. And it's okay to open up to people about our feelings. In the segment, Carla and Sala each hold up hand-drawn pictures of flowers with multiple petals representing big feelings like anger, sadness, and happiness. They offer ways to feel better, including art and breathing exercises. The segment leans on carefully considering language. Creators prefer addiction to substance abuse and recovery to sobriety, which I understand that because I've watched some of those recovery shows, and they try to be careful with the wording, so I understand that because these terms are clearer to children. Despite the subject, the mood was light in the room, largely thanks to Jenkins' calm and empathetic. Thank you. Manner. I know it feels awkward because people don't normally have a conversation standing shoulder to shoulder, she said. This is Allie between takes. This is weird, but trust me, it looks good. Darla had already been introduced as a puppet in foster care early this year, but viewers now will understand why her mother had to go away for a while. The introduction of her backstory follows attempts by entertainment companies to explore issues of addiction, including The Conners on ABC and Euphoria on HBO. The online segments of Carla and Selma are augmented with ones that feature Elmo's dad, Louie, explaining that addiction is a sickness, and Carla telling Elmo and Chris about her mother's special adult meetings and her own kids' ones. Carla also opens up about her family to Abby Cadaby in another segment, and Carla tells Elmo about how she mistakenly used to feel like her mom's addiction was her fault. Elmo, Rosetta, and Abby Cadaby also sing "We're Special" and "So Are You." Viewers are referred to free online resources in both English and Spanish that is included in video storybooks and digital interactive uh, activities and games. Children's therapist Jerry Moe, the national director of the Hazelden Betty Ford Children's Program, helped craft the segments and resources, saying he was grateful to help since there's been a I was doing so well. Since there's been a son of a bitch of resources.
I don't know how to. I've never seen that word in my life, and I don't want to fucking try it.
I know. Okay, that I've never seen that word. Okay, these boys and girls are the first to get hurt, and unfortunately, the last to get help. He said, for them to see Carla and learn that it's not their fault, and this stuff.
Carly, not Carla.
Thank you, Carly. This stuff is hard to talk about, and it's okay to have these feelings. That's important, and that there's hope. Sesame Street, which began in 1969, has a long history of tackling. Yeah, 69. That's a long ass time ago. I think.
Yeah.
That's about as long as The Simpsons. That's longer than The Simpsons, because The Simpsons.
Yeah. Freaking, that's why people are like, ooh, Simpsons. Oh, no, it's fucking Sesame Street. They have more episodes than The Simpsons. They've been going on a lot longer. And yeah, one day they will have to stop airing Sesame Street.
But 69, that's a lot. They've been tackling topical issues in a way approachable to children. It's had puppets with HIV, jailed parents, and autism.
And also explained Mr. Hooper's death.
Oh yeah,
people forget about that one, but it's how Big Bird had to handle his death.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one. Explored homelessness, women's rights, and even girls singing about loving their hair. I missed that one. For everything we've done, from military family.
That's regarding, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but towards African American females. Loving their hair, because there was a lot of, I guess, trouble with people like that. People, I guess, were looking at like magazines and stuff like trying to see there's not a lot of representation there, and why is my hair so different? And yeah, sorry, I think I saw those. I saw that.
Yeah, see, I've been in and out of some of them, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is really crazy. So let me just go down the line and let me ask you guys, what do you think about them tackling the subject of petition? Me personally, I think that if there's one show I trust, other than any other show that's been out, I definitely trust Sesame Street. They've always been tactful. And they've always been known for talking about things to children in a way that they can understand throughout the years, even with everything going on. So go ahead.
There's still a better kids show than most of other fucking shows out there that are just fucking cancer now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it has changed because, they've made it modernized. Even I saw that. I like one day I was like, oh, let's click it on, see what they look like now. I'm like, interesting. It still looks the same Sesame Street, but it's modernized, so it's kind of weird for anyone who grew up with the little bit of the older ways when they had the screens and the setups, because now they just have a green screen.
Yeah.
Per se.
It's a lot less theatrical, in a sense. But I'll just say, maybe this isn't the popular opinion, but I feel like this is definitely treading on some very kind of different kind of lines here, because this is such a tough subject that I feel like if it's not viewed specifically by those in need of seeing it, if it's seen by other children, perhaps that are not aware of these kinds of things, and that perhaps they're just a little too young still to really understand. I don't know. I understand that PBS does a great job in using terminology and words to really create an understanding with their age group. But I wonder, okay, so what's the next thing they're going to explain to kids? And and in the same token, that would be, what's the next thing that they're going to take away from parents explaining to kids? Because if there's one thing kids don't like, it's hearing their parents explain things to them that are difficult. And if they see a show do it, then the parents kind of have a moot, I guess. It's like it just kind of makes it more difficult, I think, if they were to see it on something like that and get their first impressions of it, and it be removed from the control of the parent. But if you're showing this to kids who have absolutely zero parental, like they're not really there in their lives, and they are going through this, I can totally see it being beneficial to them. So then it's like, what's the balance here? And what would be the next thing? Like sex education? Is that a far fetch? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. The thing is, it's also can be hard for because a lot of times these kids go to grandparents and stuff, and sometimes the grandparents have a hard time explaining that, and a lot of times grandparents can feel bad because usually who goes to, they can feel bad because they think they probably failed their kids who are on the drugs like that, and now they have to raise their kids.
Yeah, I saw a movie with the dude from The Office, Steve Carell, I believe, and it was called what was it? I think it was called About a Boy, and it was a movie about his son who was an addict, and it was a great movie. But like seeing the heartbreak, and in the movie, the kid's addiction started young, but the parents didn't realize about it, and a lot of it stemmed from the parents didn't really want to talk about it. And like, see, I'm a parent, and here's two different things that you struggle with. You don't want to tell your kids about this stuff because you want them to be kids, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, with the way the internet is, with the way online is, with the way YouTube is, these kids know more stuff than any of us knew back in the day. I mean, I'm not sure how old everyone in the panel is. I might age myself here, but I mean, they got access to a lot of stuff we never had access to growing up. So they're learning about stuff much quicker than we are. And I'd rather that there is some kind of a source where you can sit down with your kids and tackle it. And Sesame Street does do a thing where they tell you what they're going to be talking about and things like that. And you can kind of make the choice whether or not it's something you want to include your kids in it. If I'm correct, Candace, right? Because the way they kind of set up the segments.
Yeah.
Like, today we're going to be talking about, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and as long as you are watching what your kid's watching, see, that's the problem. How many parents out there, even if they say that they're, parents that are very much in their kids' lives, are watching every second of what their kids are watching. It's kind of scary, actually, because a lot of people will go to they're like, okay, put them on a playlist on YouTube of some fun videos and things, but then weird commercials pop up, and some things on a playlist that aren't really kid appropriate pop up. But you're of the understanding that if you're watching or hearing some of it, that all of it must be okay. And I think that if you're of the same way with Sesame Street, there can be some things that you're like, what? Where did you hear that? So like, Elmo. And you're like, what? I, as a mom of two boys, I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. I haven't really come across the moments of that yet, because my 4-year-old, as smart as he is, we're just not quite there in terms of maturity, thank God, and I don't want to be there anytime soon. But God forbid he does come across something weird on YouTube, I don't watch every second of what he watches. I do my very best to censor. I really do. But I know things escape him because I hear his vocabulary. He'll say something. I'm like, where did you hear that? Oh, he was watching someone do a Lego game walkthrough. And the guy is it's a very PG oriented YouTube channel that does walkthroughs of kids' games. But he did say something that was new for my kid. And, little things like that. And it's just, I guess it's just part of growing up. But, I don't like the idea of anything being taken away from a parent that is in their kids' lives because it's, Sesame Street got first dibs or whatever. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Oh, no, I completely understand. That's why I thought this was an interesting topic. And I like to keep in mind, because I got some wise-ass comments in the chats here from Butterfingers. Love you, Butterfingers. He said, thought you were going to get serious today. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was interesting to pop in on this. I'm like, oh, damn. Like I just went from candy corn to drug, talking about drugs to kids. All right.
No, I'm going on the lighthearted aspect of Sesame Street. To me, even though Sesame Street has tackled these things, they've always, I don't know. There's sometimes when you watch something and it feels heavy, and then there's when you watch it on Sesame Street and you can still sing the damn song with them, even though they talked about something like really heavy. But then you find yourself singing and laughing and things like that. So I think they've had a good balance since '69.
Yes, I agree.
Like since 1969, they've had a great balance of teaching kids while keeping it lighthearted, and I'm hoping that they just stick with that, but I do agree with you. At the same time, it's come to a point in society where really I don't think it's necessarily that Sesame Street wants to take these talks out of our hands. I think they want to beat these other things to the punch, right? Because of everything that we have going on in nerd culture and things like that, where we see it in movies and stuff, where they're talking about all these subjects and they're kind of like forcing these things into programmings, rather than having a discussion. They're beating people over the head. We see it in all sorts of shows. I'm sure you peruse and know, we all talk about our different things, Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that. And it's like, would I rather they have them hear about a subject like this in a Marvel movie, and then they're asking me, why does Captain Marvel look like Justin Bieber? Or would I rather have, at least the option to talk to them about it while they're watching a kid's show? So.
Right. Well, I think you covered a lot of good from both ends here on that article for sure. There's definitely some pros and cons to that, and I think I like a lot of the stuff you said about how it in terms of kids shows that has certainly proved the test of time, and so they're doing something right. But the innocence of children in terms of what they know and when they know it's changed a lot since 1969. A lot having to do with the evolution of social media and with the ability to see all these different types of entertainment that aren't always censored, although they could be looked at possibly as such. They're really not. So it's tough. It's tough. It's different. It's a different world now than it was. When did it start again? 69 years ago? What year is that?
1969.
Oh, 1969. Okay. Yeah. A lot has definitely changed since then for sure. So I don't know.
And Will Gentry in the chat, I believe, has a comment for you. At Candace, that's why nowadays you have to keep a close eye on what your kids are being taught at school. I hate to say it, but we just can't trust what schools are teaching our kids now. And that is true.
I can't agree more with that. We in fact moved because of that exact reason. So, if you were, you hit it spot on. You're talking to somebody who finds that incredible. It's very prioritized in our life right now. 5 years ago, before we had children, we just really didn't occur to us how schools are. I really don't want to get political, but it's very tough as a parent who does want to be involved in your children's life in that way. And we did move specifically for that reason. So yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, and it's a good thing that tonight I didn't get heavy because Cyber was telling me he would bite me if I started talking either politics or anything heavy. The dog wants to keep it light.
Keep it candy corn, okay? Just candy corn light. We're good.
Oh God, we're gonna start riots here. So now,
fucking speak of candy corn. $10 says anyone who's drank has eaten a candy corn and never thought twice about it.
Yeah, PB. Because I know what I've drank. I eat anything. Oh, that's so much subject to that. Okay, never mind. You know what, chat? Bring it on. Anyways, welcome to Continuum Chat. Speaking of keeping it lighthearted, I'm actually excited about something I haven't been excited about, and it's something from Disney, but not Disney, Pixar. And I want to play this trailer for you guys and get your reactions. Let me know if you are going to be interested in seeing this. So, I am going to play the trailer for Onward.
No full screen, because you will get that shit claimed by Disney.
Magic. Change. I'm a mighty warrior.
Morning, Mom. Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay. I have a gift from your dad.
He just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard.
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell.
Your dad was a nerd.
One whole day, Dad will be back.
What?
I like that.
Back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad.
Looks like Gandalf's staff.
It does.
Oh, beast! It's getting harder to hold. Ah, he's just legs. I can barely remember Dad having a top part. Oh, what did I do?
Hi.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Until then, ta-da!
Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
You got a problem, Shane?
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no. We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can, and then the gas inside will grow with it. Elbows up.
Quite a focus here.
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge! And you're... Oh, no.
So, what do you guys think of the new Onward?
So Chris Pratt gives it bonus points. That's the start. Yeah, I love the premise of the idea of kids getting to spend one last day with their father. For me, and this is just me because I'm weird, but when I was a kid and I watched something like The Dark Crystal, I had nightmares because I just wasn't ready.
Yeah. Oh, that was a terrifying movie when we were kids.
I feel like there's moments, at least in that trailer, where like a kid that doesn't quite have a grasp on the finality of death, or just sees like the dad half there. It feels like that's something that would it would leave a mark. That's all I can. But I think for certain age groups, definitely, I think that is a super cute premise, especially super relatable for anybody that has gone through something like that. I can't imagine how devastating that would be. But to do it in a lighthearted way, that Pixar really is the only one that could do that. I think that's a really interesting movie concept. Kudos for originality.
Yeah, here's the thing too. I have been dying for an original product. Now, granted, I don't count Pixar, even though yes, they are technically Disney. I don't count Pixar as Disney because I've seen a lot more original stuff come out of there than the Disney end because they're in live action mode. But when I first heard about this, my girlfriend's a big fan of unicorns. Her handle is Bitchy Unicorn. And so she saw the baby unicorns. She's like, we're going to see it. And I'm like, I don't know. And so I started looking into it, and then the trailer dropped, and I was like, it looks kind of cute. And, the girl wants to see it, so I have a good reason to be there without looking creepy. So that's
true.
good.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy sitting in the back of a kid's movie with the parents looking like, honey, don't look at him. If he starts if he gives you candy, say no.
Unless it's candy corn. You can always say yes to candy corn. Just kidding.
Yes, if it's candy corn, then you take it.
Yeah.
So, Cyber, I know you're pretty vocal about Disney crap and them being original stuff. What do you think of?
I've been fine with the. I've been mostly fine with the actual animation they fucking do, such as the Pixar and then their little animation division. Because that's the only original side of Disney is their animation department.
I couldn't agree more. Like, I didn't even think they did animation. Like, Pixar is interesting because Pixar, they do.
Connection and power.
Sorry, my Alexa's talking to me. I apologize. Alexa got triggered by something. I don't know what. Sorry.
Oh crap! The wiretap can hear us.
It's probably China, y'all. Better say something nice about China real quick.
I love the Asian culture. Go China. I can't back communism, but yay.
Now you sound like a Disney representative.
No, I did not say Disney. Love you. Give me
no. You sound like
Edge.
a Disney representative because you're praising China.
Oh, I see what you did there. So then, would you think, Candace, that this would be something you'd go with like the kids to see?
With my two kids, probably not. Oh God, who's here? Oh,
it's
dear.
the proper one, the most proper of the propers.
Yes. Hey, long time no see.
Proper. Yeah. I'd say with my kids, probably not, just because we really haven't. I don't know if they would. I don't know if my 4-year-old really. He's different. I don't know if he. He watches the original Star Wars and loves that stuff. But then I put on a cartoon. If it's not SpongeBob, he's like, meh. So I don't know. He's not much of a Pixar person, which is really weird. He really likes different kinds of movies that aren't usually geared to him, and that makes my life difficult. But yeah, if he was like maybe a couple years older, maybe perhaps so, because he he might have a little bit more real world understanding of the concept of death, because he doesn't have any of that. like none of that. So I don't know, like him even just thinking, oh, daddy can go and be gone forever. Like that's not a thought I want to just throw in his head at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's understandable.
Oh, I
would
saw The
say-
Lion King at an earlier age than that.
Yeah.
That was
No, okay,
fine.
so he,
Look at me
yeah,
now,
he
people.
had troubles with that.
Yeah,
had-
I did not have consciousness really. Like I was not even a year old.
Oh yeah, well that's because you're a youngster.
Yes, and I turned out just fine. And that's the
Fine is a
punchline.
subjective term, but I believe you.
So
No,
proper-
I mean, and you think about, the generations of children who grew up with Bambi.
Yeah.
I know Lion King is a little different because you see a body,
Yeah.
but
Oh, you see the body in Bambi too?
I think that
No, you
the
don't.
lion
Hey, do you
versus-
see him over his mom's body?
this
It's
is
been
this
a
is
meme for like over a couple of years now.
what are you
this is
talking
a bit
about?
more humanized than an animal though, which makes it a little different for me. Anyway, I know my
I'm looking it
kids
up.
probably they're not quite like normal human looking, but they're pretty darn close. So I don't know.
Are we talking about the Lion King or no?
Oh yeah,
Like,
he missed the big, that whole part. We're talking about Onward, the trailer for the new Pixar film coming out about these two kids discovering some magical stuff about their father and trying to. He passed away when they were too young to remember him, so they do everything they can to try to spend one last day with him. But the process of it. You see like a half a dad in times and without a head, and he's like covered up, and it's like I don't know. It's got some morbidity to it that kind of I don't know. I don't know how to explain.
Okay, I found the picture, but I can only find the one where the skeleton was added in.
Oh god.
So here we go.
Oh Jesus.
See. I laugh every time.
Damn,
I
baby, was that graphic? I don't. I think that blood was
like,
CGI.
that's so, they would not do the blood today. Like if they were to remake Bambi, they wouldn't have done the blood. But yeah, that's damaging.
I mean, you can tell this
that
was
never happened. That never happened.
I'll look up the scene.
It's right here.
The skeleton
What do you
was
mean?
added.
The
This is the
skeleton
only
was
thing that
added,
was
but that was the
drew it.
original scene, proper. What do you
The
mean?
reason why the skeleton's popping up is because of October. That's why it's popping up in my.
Yeah,
I'll look up the
Spooktober,
freaking
man.
scene.
Spooktober.
Okay, while Cyber does that, I'll tell you what horrified me as a kid. And you know what? It pissed me off because they showed this shit to me while I was in English class. They were like, "Okay, we're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna watch Old Yeller." And I'm from New York. I don't know what the fuck Old Yeller is. And then I see a touching story about a dog and a boy and a boy and his dog, and I'm down.
Take him out back. Sorry, no spoilers.
And spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. Then they say,
You're the wrong channel for spoilers for Old Yeller. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god, I actually remember watching that.
Yes, everyone does.
That whole thing could have been ship post, but it's still fucking hilarious as fuck, and I laugh every time I see it.
Dude,
Oh my, wait, what? You laugh at the Old Yeller death?
No, I'm talking about the Bambi one.
I was about to say,
I laugh
go
at the
get
Hindenburg
rabies,
too,
you
man.
husky.
I fucking laugh at the
Yeah,
Hindenburg too. It's hilarious. I laugh every time.
no, dude, Old Yeller, they said, oh yeah, Yeller gets rabies or something like that, saving that stupid boy. And then they're like, well, say goodbye to him. They're like, we're bringing him out back. And I go, oh yeah, I heard about this. This is when the dogs die, they go to the farm. He did not go to the farm. He didn't go to the farm. You hear a gunshot and they end the movie. I'm like, what?
No, it's even worse. The boy does it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I found the complete scene. Yeah, it's 100% ship post. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, remember the boy? He's like, if it's anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be me.
Me.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like,
All I know is
seriously.
heartbreaking, but you know that's when that boy became a man.
That's
that
Letting-
boy joined the Marines and he never looked back.
Shooting the dog out back and
No, but in all
finished my
seriousness,
Tuesday.
yeah, in all seriousness though, that's like when you have to let go of what you love. I'm not joking there. Like, but like, I mean, there might be a little humor in there, but it does suck. Like, seriously, it's horrible.
It is. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And like, you're talking about messaging. Like, my school was fucked up. Who shows that to kids in a class? And like, we're all sitting here mortified. He's like, well, now we're going to talk about the parallels between the story and the book here. And I go, I can't talk about anything right now. You fucker.
How old were you?
I was like, I think like 10 years old, 11 years old when they did it.
All right. That's fair. I was 10 years old too.
And I'm like, no, I was lied to this whole time. I went home and I saw my grandpa and grandma because my mom, she always told me like how it was. And I'm like, you guys lied to me. You said the fucking pets, they go to this farm and everyone lives happily ever after. I go, it's bullshit. There's no fucking farm. I gotta kill. I'm gonna have to go out back and shoot my fucking dog, Grandma. Thank you,
Grandma. Jesus.
I think the thing that made me like cry when I was little, I mean, I saw Bambi, not really bothered by it. Saw Lion King, reenacted the Mufasa death scene. All right. But when I fucking got with Charlotte's Web, as soon as Charlotte died, I cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not gonna. No, come on.
No,
you have to have a heart. That is sad. You're
All
telling
she
me
did was just crawl back and went backwards, and just like, okay, cool, that was it.
She taught the pig how to do stuff.
Like,
I
those
know.
are legitimate. I think all of those are legitimate movies. I cried at All Dogs Go to Heaven, which is very I don't know. Did y'all even see that? I feel kind of
Yes.
I think I have, but I can't remember it. Just like I can't remember Bambi
Okay.
because they don't
Yeah,
show
I
the
don't
old
watch that
shows
one.
on the TV anymore.
That one breaks my heart. I hated that because that was one of my first before Old Yeller. Knowing that dogs do die, that was my introduction to dogs die, and that made me really sad. So I didn't like that one at all. I was very young when I saw that, but again, hey, Disney film, marketed to little kids, and my parents let me watch it, and I'm over it now. I'm in my 30s, so it took me a while, but hey, it's just I don't know.
What makes that movie even sadder is the majority of that cast is dead now.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Don DeLuise was in there.
Yeah.
There a lot of those.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yep. So a lot of those old actors, man. Now, thank you, Cyber. Now I'm gonna be making the connection. I'm gonna be like, man, it's all downhill from here. This was supposed to be happy tonight. Damn it.
No, let's change it from depression to anger. Like, I'm still pissed off at the doctor who fucked up and killed Bill Paxton. I was like there was a while back I was like sitting there and I got really angry because I could never see him in a fucking movie again because I like Bill Paxton.
Is it? Okay, I know this is going to sound messed up, and everybody, before I say this, keep in mind, I'm a fan of Aliens, is one of my favorite. If you've ever seen my channel, I have a whole love letter to the Alien saga, we'll call it at this point. And all I thought, I heard Bill Paxton passed away, and all I thought to myself was that one line he says in Aliens where he's like, "Game over, man. Game over." I mean, is it wrong? That was like the first thought that came into my head.
Yes.
I know I sound like a dick, but for me, sometimes I do tend to do a little dark joke when I hear sad news. And trust me, that was sad news to me. Bill Paxton was a great actor, a great bit actor. He did, he wasn't like a big, lead man per se. But he had a hell of a lot of good, supporting roles. And he had that show on on the HBO. What was it called?
I don't know what that show was, but I know he had a show on regular TV, and they just showed the last season after he died and just canned the rest of the show because he was in it.
I gotta tell you though, the first thing that I thought of when he passed away was him being a piece of shit in Weird Science.
yeah, dude. Weird Science. He was the asshole jock, right?
He was the military guy who just beat up on Anthony Michael Hall and the other guy for
Yeah.
no reason.
Yeah, he went. And then
Galen Mitchell Smith, that's what his name was, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen Weird Science in years.
And
I used to watch that show.
How about Chet Donnelly?
The show?
Yeah, they had a show.
Oh, they had that, and that probably lasted a season. Not even.
No, I think it lasted more than that. Hold on, keep on talking about this. I'm gonna Google it.
Weird Science. I know there was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Jennifer Aniston was in it.
Oh yeah, that was a classic.
That? This is the show?
No, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, that's
Ferris. Oh my God! You just said Ferris.
Okay.
See, Candace, you do this all the time.
Did you not hear my disclaimer where I said I was tired because I stayed up until 6 a.m? Okay, I'm not.
No, and I don't give a shit. It's not excusable. Oh my God! It did last for like 4 years.
4 years. Yep.
I've never heard of this.
It was a great show.
Came out like 9 years later. What the fuck?
Dude, and the person they got to play the girl that they brought back, that was
Kelly LeBrook?
Spot on. Yes, spot on.
Oh, Vanessa Angel in the show. Okay. Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
So
I hate to just bounce, but I've got a 5:30 a.m. morning wake up call, and I have to head out. But thank you for letting me hop on for just a tidbit and see what the show's all about. And if you ever need an extra to rotate on in, I'd love to deep dive into some of these articles, maybe a bit more lighthearted ones next time. Go to bed depressed or needing a Xanax. But that's awesome. I really do appreciate it.
Welcome to the fandom zone.
Glad to be here.
And just one more thing before you go. One thing that we all forgot: The Land Before Time.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. See, Candace,
Have a good
I
night.
apologize. We were going to. We were having
Damn it. Proper, now I'm really going to have a hard time going to sleep. Ugh.
Well, just think of Bill Paxton as a turd, and then you'll feel better.
I just need to I don't know, watch a little bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm or something real quick before I go to bed.
Or think about your comment earlier about laughing giggly at Whitehead.
She hadn't gotten her white head yet. Don't you feel sad for her? That's what it said. That's what it said.
Yep.
How else do you do that? We're talking about bald eagles here, but I hate to change the subject.
Hey, I promise you one thing. Here on the channel, we've covered everything. I was taking a look back. We even did an article on meth gators. So
that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was
it's proper time. It's gone with the reading.
Proper. That was a clip from like months ago when I covered
I don't give a shit. We talked about it yesterday.
Oh my God, that's called a look back. Jesus Christ, this is why Zod wants to blow up the world. This shit right here.
All right, go to bed, Candace.
I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me go, guys. Y'all have a great night, and I'll probably creep in the next show for a little bit, and if you need me in, holler.
Oh, without a doubt. Thank you, Candace.
All right, bye.
Oh, that was great. It's awesome here in the Fandom Zone. You never know who's going to show up.
I'm still laughing about the Bambi's mom dying. I'm sorry. The picture's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fine. I'll go watch the Hindenburg and laugh at that.
Why do you laugh at the Hindenburg?
It's funny as hell.
Why?
Fucking hydrogen, that's why. A lot of other things though too. It's hilarious. People are like, oh, why you laugh at it? Well, I mean, I do laugh at it, but everybody on there was a fucking Nazi, literally.
What?
Yeah, did you know the Hindenburg was controlled by the Nazis? It has the pictures of the freaking swastikas on the back of it, and I will not show it on Zod stream because YouTube takes that shit down.
Yes, please don't. Please don't.
Yeah,
I already got enough crazy stuff that goes on. So,
but I that's not the reason why I laugh at it. I laugh at it because it exploded in fire and hydrogen. Fucking.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I wanted to bring up something I found. This is actually funny. It's ironic we get to the funny thing after Candace leaves, but Rihanna is not Jamaican, but the Jamaicans are doing their best to convince their people otherwise.
No, she's very much an American.
Jamaicans are making an attempt to kidnap the Barbados. Yeah, I figured it out. Barbados-born singer heritage, but Bajans and other Caribbean people are putting up a fight. They apparently want Rihanna to join the Jamaican clan. Now, I didn't see an article. Yeah, I did see an article on this, but it's been a big thing on Twitter. What do you guys think of the Jamaicans wanting to hijack Rihanna and induct her into their clan?
Okay.
Oh, so you're all for it.
I don't care. The real question is, does she care? It is because it's like, oh yeah, we're just going to make her Jamaican. What if she doesn't want that?
All right, I'm gonna bring this back to a Dave Chappelle joke. Do you guys remember on the Chappelle show where he did the race draft? It was a sketch that where he had the races pick people that they wanted to draft in, like the Japanese took the Wu-Tang Clan, and they came up and they made a speech and they were like, it was like the NFL, but instead of
I think I saw that. I think I saw that in a repeat. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so so I mean, when I saw this article, the first thing that came to my mind was that sketch by Chappelle. So, what do you guys think about that? Should she go Rastafarian?
I don't give a shit.
I don't either. Neither of us give a shit.
I mean,
how is this news? Now we know this is a slow ass news night.
I mean, or for tonight, I guess I could talk about the what happened earlier.
Let's go back to talking about Bambi's mom dying.
No, you sick fuck.
Why would you?
What's wrong with you?
Why in the what? No, bad dog. No, we will not talk about.
Those are all the Spooktober memes last year, man. Every fucking Discord server, and it was hilarious.
The newspaper, if you don't shut the fuck up about Bambi's fucking dead mother. And you know what? Bambi's dead too at this point. So,
yeah, he got shot too by a hunter. Same fate as his mother. That's what happens to big bucks with big horns.
Oh, okay. Here's an interesting one, and this actually, thank you, Grim Monolith, for this. The real question is, will Activision Blizzard make a statement by tomorrow night? So I'm looking.
Are you talking about the walkout?
Activision and Blizzard's corporate culture crisis following gamer suspension. Let's check this out. I'm pull this up, and thank you, Graham, because I do take some suggestions from the chat, especially on a slow news night. Let's see. So let's read this here. Activision and Blizzard faces corporate culture crisis following a gamer suspension.
Yeah, I've also heard the employees are going to do a walkout.
So let's read this because this sounds interesting, and I remember hearing this on the feed.
Yeah, but you
as
gotta zoom in.
Activision-
You gotta zoom in.
Okay, thank you, Cyber.
Yep.
As Activision Blizzard Inc. faces backlash from the gaming community for siding with China over the Hong Kong protests, one analyst is concerned that the internal backlash within Blizzard may be more harmful for the company as a clash of corporate cultures comes to a head. Activision Blizzard ATVI plus 49%. And look, they have a little chart. Shares closed up 0.5% to 53.69. So $53.69 on Thursday, but are down 3.2% for the week. In comparison, the SP 500 index is at plus 0.64 and down 0.5%, and the tech-savvy NASDAQ composite index is at plus 0.60%, is down 0.4% for the week. Over the past 12 months, however, Activision Blizzard shares have dropped 27% compared with a 5.5% gain by the S&P 500 and 7.1 gain in the NASDAQ. Earlier this week, Activision Blizzard suspended professional video game player Blitzchung for a year after supporting Hong Kong protests during a post-game interview. Wow, that is bad. You can't suspend someone. Well, see, I don't know how their contracts work, but I don't think you can suspend someone for making a statement siding with the Hong Kong protesters during a post-game interview. The controversy has blown up Reddit and other online sites as loyal Blizzard gamers voiced their dismay for the suspension, aligning the company is selling out to preserve Chinese sales. Activision Blizzard derives 5.2 of its total revenue from mainland China, nearly double from a year ago, according to estimates from FactSet. The company's report annual revenue is $7.26 billion in 2018. Blizzard is known for World of Warcraft games, and it merged with Activision back in 2008. In 2015, the company was added to S&P 500 index at plus 64%. Also, China's tech holdings were at
Tencent, I think.
Yeah, Tencent holdings were at plus 2.20% and plus 91%. Acquired a 5% stake in Activision's Blizzard back in 2016. Most recently, Activision Blizzard released its Call of Duty mobile game to more than 100 million downloads. I was one of them. And the company is still awaiting the government approval to have the game released in China, the largest market for mobile games. Cowen analyst Doug Kurtz, who has market performing rating on the stock and a $40 or $48 price target, said in a recent note that Activision Blizzard did not have any good choices here in terms of finding a solution that would protect their business interests. Curtis estimates China accounts for more than 10% of Blizzard's company revenue and is most concerned that the investors are counting on Blizzard to turn around the company's fortune and that Activision's management just alienated that part of the business. Most worrisome to Curtis was that Plax devoted to two of the Blizzard's 8 core values: think globally and every voice matters. were covered up in front of Blizzard's headquarters, possibly by current employees. In the wake of the departure of longtime CEO Mike Moram and the first ever major restructuring the company has had to go through, there have been reports about concerns within Blizzard about a growing direct influence of Activision corporate in decision-making, Curtis says. Moreham's advisory role at Blizzard ended in April after announcing he was stepping down as president and CEO a year ago. We suspect this decision to punish Blitzchung, which most certainly had input from senior Activision management, was met with dismay by a meaningful portion of Blizzard staff, Curtis said. Investors are counting on a turnaround at Blizzard to reinvigorate growth, but the internal culture is in turmoil. There is a lot of risk to that thesis. Timing for the controversy could not have been worse, as the company is holding its annual BlizzCon event on November 1st. After last year's disappointing event, everyone remembers, you have cell phones, don't you? Fucking Diablo. Blizzard.
Oh, don't
Yeah, dude, that dude single-handedly bombed that, because everyone was like, oh, new Diablo, it's gonna be PC, it's gonna be PC, it's gonna be PC. Yeah, we're coming to mobile. Fuck you. Kurtz noted that the PC fan, the likelihood of protesters disrupting the event to
All
be
right, Cyber, calm down.
No, that's the
Down dog.
lab in my room.
That's interesting. Has to be concerned to the company. A
No, that's
heavy-handed
you in the lab.
heavy-handed approach dealing with the
I'm
event.
cybernetic, so I can own another dog. So, shh.
Eventuality
All right, dog.
could cause further damage to the brand. Over 34 analysts who's covered Activision Blizzard, 26 have overweight or buy ratings, 7 have hold ratings, and 1 has underweight ratings, and an average price target of $57.24 according to FactSet.
Did we just read an article about stocks?
Yes, but
Stonks.
But the most important part is not all the numbers, because I hate numbers. The important part is the numbers are being affected by this. Now, I can understand. I don't even know how to tackle this. I can understand.
I know. There is faith being lost.
Oh yeah, there is faith being lost. But here's the thing. When you talk about anything political, right, and the gaming community has gotten big, the annual gaming that Blizzard does, like, these are big events, the Call of Duty tournaments and shit like that. And so you're kind of like in that, I guess you would say, celebrity thing. So it's like someone who's, yeah, man, a lot of these gamers are pretty well known. I'm saying it's like,
aside from Ninja, who could possibly name a gamer? And no, the angry video game nerd doesn't count. He's a YouTuber.
I mean, what?
Nobody.
Yeah, but there's still people who know the teams and stuff. I've watched the Call of Duty tournaments and shit like that. No, could I name the individual gamers proper? No, I can't. Okay, it's not like watching a sporting event where you name your favorite football. But you do know the teams and stuff like that.
Then you start numbering them, then we'll get used to it. They all keep just saying, oh, you got to remember their username. Nah, start throwing numbers on them. I'll remember them that way.
Now,
number 8 from the blue team. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I still don't no, I don't even know who the teams are, but I'm not in that universe,
I'm not in it. I don't fucking watch it.
Yeah, I mean, just know that it's in its own bubble,
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's taking out what we know personally, okay? And now think about that they do have their fan base, right? There's lots of people who watch it. There's tournaments with cash giveaways, so there's a market for it, right? And here's the thing. So when you're in that spotlight for that group, all right, you have to be careful whether or not you're in the gaming industry, you're in the film industry, whatever it is, where you have a spotlight and you have a following and you're under a corporate structure. You've got to be careful with the things you say. And I personally think that people should not fucking weigh in on politics, social justice nonsense, using their platform for this and that. You should never use those words. You should just talk about whatever field you're in. If it's gaming, you should talk about how you're stoked about the tournament coming up. And if something in fucking China comes up, be like, I have no comment. What happened to I have no comment? Or I don't know anything about
Or how
that.
about
Let's
this?
talk.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Or like, I don't live in China. Like, I guess, can you imagine? Can you imagine asking like a Chinese player, like who, like his parents, like and grandparents have been here in America? When you think about this thing of China, Hong Kong, like I'm from New York. I don't know anything about this, or like I'm from Houston, Nebraska, whatever. Like I'm not. I grew up in Alaska, like far away from this shit. I don't know this. My parents don't know this. My grandparents don't know this, and also we don't give a shit. we don't live there,
But I think from what I'm gathering from the article, though, from what they're saying, the people are mad because the person gave their opinion, and it seems like the Activision side was the one who suspended the person for saying something like that. And they were purely looking at it from shareholders' perspective, like our market is in China, and we're not going to be able to push through our products if we've got people on our side. Talking about they said the protests.
You're screwed. Goodbye.
And Grim Monolith has been saying, well, the Chinese are affecting more than video games. Try the entire movie industry. So,
starting with those stupid Transformers movies, I knew Michael Bay was a problem for a reason.
And Grim Monolith also had a point here. He said, gamers hate politics. That's very true. I remember when, what was that game that came out? It was, I'll think of it, Far Cry, where they were claiming there were politics in that, blah, blah, blah. The gamers didn't care. It still sold great. So gamers hate.
You kill dictators in most of those games. Well, except the fifth one where you kill like a cult leader, But
gamers hate politics, except when it's about human rights. And China is seen as a human rights violator. I do agree with that. Absolutely. So,
starting with their pollution. Get that smog shit down. That whatever. No, don't talk to us about environmental shit unless you get their asses under control. If we want to get political on here.
I know. I mean, it's
not another goddamn word about saving the environment or any more taxes on CRV taxes on a bottle of water, whatever. Fuck that. We're fine. They need to get their shit together.
Yeah, I mean,
and then India needs to kill the cows because they just shit everywhere.
Yeah, there's
I don't know, maybe build a toilet.
And get rid of the caste system because
the caste, that's right.
Yeah, every time I look at it, that's what I see. The number one problem with India is a caste system.
No. I was making more like of a poop joke of just like, I don't know, there's a bunch of shit everywhere. I don't know, build some more plumbing. I don't know. Whatever. Wah wah.
Wah! Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he brought it up because this is one of those situations where it's like, I don't agree with this. And to tell you the truth, I think Activision is a bunch of assholes anyways. I always have. Fuck Activision. I don't like them. And I hated that merger with Blizzard. What's up? Lethal.
General Zod, how are we? And Cybernetic Husky, my man, Prof. Jeremy, how are we all doing? This glorious, can't drive. This glorious Friday afternoon.
Great.
Glorious motherfucking ton. Yes.
And I'll
just
see you later, Mox Rocks, and have a good evening. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye, Mox.
So,
bye, Yoda.
Lethal, what do you know about the Blizzard Activision thing with one of the players being suspended for taking the sides of? Yeah, we were talking about that. What do you think? What are your feelings on that? Because I know you're big into the gaming side of stuff.
That's really ironic because I had a video go up on Geeks and Gamers on this exact topic today.
Oh, really?
Oh, so enlighten us, because I don't want to be talking out of my ass here. Even though I'm good at it, I like some facts.
Basically, without going like crazy into details, you know what Hearthstone is, the card game, the Blizzard card game?
Oh, yeah, I've played it a couple of times.
Yeah, well, there was a championship going on, a tournament, and this guy called Blitzchung, he won, so he's the champion, right? And then he goes to give his post press, like, the interview and whatnot, and he rocks up, man, with his face covered. He's wearing a gas mask, and he just yells out. He just calls out for the liberation of Hong Kong. Starts going on about the riots that's happening over there. And the two people that were interviewing him, as soon as he started talking, they ducked under their tables. Like you can see the video on Twitter. They ducked under their tables. Yeah, dude. They got fired.
Link.
They got fired just for being there. Yeah, they got fired just for being there. So now Blizzard's turned around and said, like, we can't have Blitzchung doing this crap. So they've banned him, taken away his win, taken away all his money from winning, because Blizzard has, that they're in bed with China, basically. There's a lot of money to be had in China. And, a lot of people are really pissed off about this, and a lot of people inside Blizzard are also really pissed off about this. There is a big boycott happening against Blizzard at this moment, man. Their player base on all their games has dropped significantly. People are going out of their way to find alternatives to their games, whether that be, like Path of Exile for Diablo, Magic the Gathering for Hearthstone, Paladins for Overwatch, so forth and so on. And even people inside Blizzard are walking out and they're gathering their protest around the orc statue outside Blizzard. Now, the director of Overwatch, he said last year, so before all this happened, it was just in an interview, and he was talking about the orc statue from World of Warcraft. And that orc statue is like a very sentimental thing to Blizzard. Whenever a new game is launched, they all go out to the orc statue, pop some bottles and all that. And it's in full view of every executive office. So it's a big deal. So they're all gathering their protests around that. And the man that created vanilla World of Warcraft. Now, just a quick little side tangent here. There was this massive push to get the vanilla version of World of Warcraft back. And it took years, man, years to get it back. And now that it's back, this man who helped create it, he's put his hand up and said, boycott Blizzard. He's not playing the game anymore. He helped fucking make this game. He helped bring this game back to its vanilla state. And now he's saying boycott Blizzard. Like Blizzard, they done fucked up.
So this is a bigger fuck up than saying you have mobile phones, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now it's you guys have human rights, don't you?
Oh my God.
You have mobile phones, right? Well, give it back to us.
Dude, like, okay, and Lethal, correct me if I'm wrong. That stupid statement was about a year ago, right? Because that was at the last BlizzardCon when they made
give or take a year, roughly. That whole thing was a fucking shit show from the start. The only good thing about that was we had a hero who walked up there and said, "Is this a joke?" That man is a hero.
Red shirt guy was his name? Red shirt guy, or like what do they call him?
Yeah, red shirt guy. I think he was the red shirt guy.
Grim Monolith in chat says it was Mark Kern, and he says he talks to him.
Mark Kern.
On Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's his name, Mark Kern. Mark Kern. Yep.
Red shirt hero guy.
No. This is the creator of Vanilla Warcraft, right?
Yeah.
So this is some pretty big news. Now, I love Blizzard because I come from the good old days, and I'm sure Lethal, Cyber, us gamers, we come from the good old days of not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft, the original, and StarCraft, and Diablo, and things like that launched Blizzard and helped make them the giants that they are today. And since this fucking merger, and I've hated, I'll say it again, I fucking hate Activision. But since they've merged with Activision, this has been grand fuckery like I've never seen before. Because this push to the mobile market, I feel comes from Activision, like 100%.
Of course it does. Of course it does. I mean, it never happened before.
No, you go to a fucking BlizzardCon, okay? Half of those people who went there, you go to that con, you want to see shit for like PC, right? Or maybe a console crossover. That's acceptable, okay? We like the console versions.
Holy
of
shit! My phone's about to go flat. Sorry, General Zod, but
get a goddamn charger, you cunt.
I do have a charger. It's charged into the car. The problem is StreamYard overheats the phone.
Yeah, it does.
It overheats it like a motherfucker.
Well, we'll talk to you later, Lethal. Thank you for giving us good insight on this whole thing.
See you, dude, and get air conditioning and blow it on your phone.
Right.
He's gone now.
So
gone.
Here's the thing. PB, I think you've been in the chat listening. What do you think of this?
What? To who? When? This live stream?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
You son of a bitch.
Never bothered to just join in.
I was with my wife.
Okay, never mind.
So
I had one earbud in one ear, and
I don't need to know anymore.
So
not provocative.
Okay.
PB, what do you think about this whole Activision Blizzard thing and another fuck up from this company with them suspending
thank God another company's not making games, because games cause violence.
Right.
Fucking ridiculous.
So do you think they had the right to suspend this guy for voicing his opinion?
You got the right to do just about anything if somebody signed the appropriate contract.
Now that's what I wanted to touch on, is the fact that
I gotta get going. I gotta wake up early.
All right, Proper. Thank you.
You gotta wake up at old person time. They're gonna turn the lamps on.
I gotta turn them off. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Or should I say good morning?
Whichever you please.
Oh, before we continue, Bambi meme? It's hilarious, right?
Sure.
Great.
You're talking about the Bambi meme where he's curled up next to his dead mother and there's a ghost in the background?
That's a fucking skeleton with machine guns laughing. It's a skeleton with machine guns laughing.
Well, I mean, Every skeleton's got to have a machine gun. So you want me to talk about this freaking walkout because we're talking about the light topics tonight? Keeping it lighthearted, talking about circus peanuts and shit?
Yep.
Motherfucker. And then you come to me with, I show up at this fucking topic. Oh, man. I don't even remember the last Call of Duty Modern Warfare that I played. It's like number 4. I think the last Black Ops I played was number 2. So I ain't the person showing up to buy their fucking games. That's for sure.
So it's safe to say they
played
shouldn't piss off.
Destiny. So, but Bungie's said they're trying to. Bungie said they want to leave Activision, but that was a long time ago when they said they're thinking about leaving Activision.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I would equate it to sports. I always seem to lean towards the side of the team or franchise or whatever you want to call them. Because I say, hey, you sign the contract to play with that team for that amount of years, for that amount of money. When that's up, then you get a brand new contract. And yeah, they have certain stipulations for restricted free agents and unrestricted free agents, depending on how long you've been in the league. But I always was of the mindset of, hey, I signed the contract as an individual, you know, me and my agent at that point, maybe. Like, I don't know if any of these people are impressive enough as developers or testers or whatever the fuck these people are that all walked out, that they would have their own agent to be getting their contracts. But they agreed to it. They knew what was in it. They know what they can and can't do, and they know how the company is and is not going to react to it. They know all this going into it.
Yeah, that is true, but at the same time,
I'm sure certain people have different contracts compared to other people, because that's just how it works. Not every single person who's a developer or like an individual person developing, like, hey, you make this level, you make this level, right? The individual person making it, they don't even all have the same contracts because they're different people. Everyone gets a different contract. But there's also the, you know, on the sports side, the guaranteed money. So if something goes wrong, like, hey, I was supposed to go into work today and the entire building blew up. So all of my work is gone. I'm still going to get paid because I signed the contract for the work that was being done. It doesn't matter if they don't bring the game to market. I already put my work in.
That's true. And Grim Monolith says PB is not wrong. He does have a contract with Blizzard, and he violated it. But when it comes to China, I say violate away.
I mean, yeah, I got the same problems. I assume that just about everybody in America has with fucking China in the way that they
do business,
treat the individual person in their society. Like, their entire mantra in China is the whole, as in the group, before the individual. That's their whole fucking deal. So, hey, you know, the one fucking kid couldn't show up. Well, you know, get the other one that's in the fucking bullpen. Bring him up, man. We need that left-hander for stitching these fucking shoes up. Oh, wait, we're making video games.
And like, here's the thing.
We're talking about the shit in China that they do. It's not good.
And here's the thing. This is interesting in the fact of, like, the person wasn't necessarily wrong, but you have the contract thing. But then there's the shady underlining that they're not doing this because they feel like they don't want to get involved, right? Or they don't want, like, oh, we're not trying to get involved with politics. This is because of the fact that it directly influences, I read the numbers, it influences their stocks and their market value, and it pisses off their shareholders. So this is like a business maneuver. This isn't trying to stay in the middle or, not getting involved in something. This is, oh shit, our sales are going to be affected. So let's gag this person and shut their mouth so that we can make money. That's how I feel like it comes across.
Yeah, I suppose.
When you're talking football, yes, it's still a business, blah, blah. Some of that stuff, though, has to do with the team and how it affects the players and things like that. But when you're talking about gaming or the movie industry and shit like that, now you're talking about greedy motherfuckers who are about the money.
Oh, don't kid yourself, man. There are plenty of people out there that are greedy motherfuckers. Now, I'm not going to say that he's a motherfucker, and that's even coming from a Packers fan. But I would say that, at least in my lifetime, Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And he played for 1 decade exclusively because he needed the money. He's like, hey, I'm really good at doing this one thing, which is being an NFL running back. So I'm going to do it to the best of my ability for a decade, and then I'm going to retire. He retired when he was either 30 or 31. Like, he didn't play till he was almost 40 like Emmitt Smith did to just, try and keep racking up yards, because he wanted to be able to walk away from the sport and still, have all of his wits about him, because, they knew shit back then. People got hit in the head back then. Like, you knew how you felt after it happened to you, regardless of what the fucking doctor said, because you wanted to play, because you wanted to make that fucking cheddar. But then once you've decided, hey, I've made enough of it, which in sports, there's plenty of guys that are like, hey, I sign a contract, I'm making $7 million this year, I do that for 5 years, boom, I'm fucking set for life. Like, that's a lot of money.
That is. And from the player perspective, I don't like that shit where they do the thing of, oh, we're going to take away your win. We're going to take away your money you earned from this tournament. You were declared the winner. I think that is shitty. It's like, I don't know, equate it to a football or a baseball situation, right? Where they pull someone, who's a good one for that? Like a Pete Rose, where they pulled him from the Hall of Fame.
No, Pete Rose is not the example for that. Pete Rose exclusively bet on himself to win every single time. He is the worst example of sports betting out there.
Okay.
Because the reason that they stopped sports betting, at least for athletes, is because then you can rig the game. Have you ever heard of the Chicago Black Sox?
No.
Okay. Go to you're on your fancy computer, right? You're connected to the internet.
Yep.
Type in 1919 Chicago Black Sox. I believe I'm getting the year right.
Okay.
You can probably just Google Chicago Black Sox and you'll.
Well, I want to make. Well, I suppose it would give them the year. Either way.
And are we on sports now, or are we still talking about the Blizzard thing?
No, we're just giving an example.
Okay, 1919 Black Sox scandal. The Black Sox scandal was a Major League Baseball match fixing incident in which 8 members of the Chicago White Sox were accused of internationally losing the 1919 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds in exchange for money from a gambling syndicate led by Arnold Rothstein.
Okay, so the hidden detail behind that is the only reason that they decided to rig the game essentially and throw the entire World Series, which at the time was a best-of-9 series. That's the fun fact.
Wow.
They were being held out of particular games so that they would not have the opportunity to reach their bonuses as far as performance based. So if you signed your contract way back then to play for, I don't know, probably a couple $100 a year, way back then, we're talking before the frickin' Great Depression, like
Yep.
there was not a lot of money. Like, okay. So then in there, they're like, hey, we'll give you that extra $50 if you're able to win 35 games as a pitcher this year. And there would be, 5 games left. So you're definitely going to get one more start. And you're the best pitcher in the fucking league. And the other fucking team, they're not going to the playoffs. So they're playing a bunch of, triple A guys, maybe even a double A guy. You never know. So then the Black Sox decided, we're just not going to play you and not give you the opportunity to get that extra win. So then you won't reach your bonus. So they said, well, fuck this shit. We're going to make up that money that we would have made otherwise because we got hamstrung by the franchise.
And really quick before we continue, hey, Slasher, McSplitter, good to see you. Hey, Johnny Walker Red. And hey, Matt's Mama Bear. There we go. Continue.
I didn't. What do you mean? Continue what?
Oh,
I did not know that Mad's Mama Bear was here, so I'll say hello to her too. I missed that. I feel kind of like a dick.
Hey,
okay.
For once, I'm keeping up.
Oh, it was brand new?
Yeah.
That was
all the
brand.
people
That's why
in.
I didn't see it. I was already scrolling up looking for it. I was like, where was it up here? I was like, I thought I said hello to people. Damn.
Oh, sometimes I have my nights. Tonight happens to be one of them.
They got nobody left at this company to make games anymore, right? That's the whole point.
Well, a lot of the people walked out. I don't know the exact logistics of it, but I do know, if you guys are interested, Grim Monolith did something on, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, he brought it to my attention, and there was a massive walkout. Now, I don't know how this affects what's being developed or what's going to go on with the company, but I do know that it was pretty substantial. And Cyber brought up something for us. Cyber, tell us what you brought up on screen for us to see.
This is what their stocks have been the past day, especially after.
This is just 24 hours.
Ban that guy. This is the past 5 days.
Oh, okay. So they were peaking.
Yep.
And then they weren't.
And then I think this is starting to slowly happen because of the walkout.
Wow. So they took them. So yeah, go ahead and highlight. They were up in here, right? Look at that. They had some pretty decent things going down, and then boom, just a fucking dip, and then they got a little peak here, and then bam, massive drop. That must be after the incident. Yep. And now they're kind of on the rise.
Did you really just do that? The incident.
Yeah. After the incident, because what do you say to someone who comes out in a mask and stuff, and the fucking announcer's tied behind the table? Yeah, that's the incident. And
also, according to it, this is how many employees they have now. How many of them walked out? I don't know. It depends how many are working there too.
I gotta zoom in. I can't see these tiny numbers, and you won't say them out loud.
Yeah, I can't see them either.
Scrolling. There we go.
So is this in? Wait, where's the number for the number of employees?
I highlighted.
Oh, okay, I see it now. It's on the right. And what did it used to be?
I don't know what it used to be, but that was as of 2018.
Oh,
I don't think anyone
funny.
left, but this is an idea about how many people probably could have walked out depending who was in the office at the time.
Okay.
So, if we get a percentage number of how many employees walked out, then we could probably get a better number. But this is just to give everybody an idea how many people walked out. Approximate from 0 to this number.
Theron Gale says it's going back up because share buyback with Fed money. People are selling their shares in Blizzard in protest, and it's helping their numbers. That's exactly how the market works.
Yeah.
Also, too, I just want to say Bitchy Unicorn is in here. And,
you finally noticed? You finally noticed. She noticed me.
No, I noticed before,
I got her to
but you
notice
guys
me.
were talking. And I just
I
want to
stop
say...
sharing.
I just want to say Bitchy has been feeling a little down. So everybody in the chat, send hug emojis, please. I don't give a fuck about Nightbot. Time
What
it
does
out
a
if you
hug emoji look like?
I don't know. Do some hands that are making hug things.
Some hands? Like the two hands with the thumbs touching?
I guess. I don't know what the emoji system is on this.
Okay, here. I will send hug emojis. Here are my hug emojis a la Biden.
Oh, God.
That's a Biden hug.
Yeah, I guess that.
You just be going around sniffing.
Oh.
Is that a turtle, Tommy? What is that? I can't tell on my tiny device. What is that?
It says it's a boar when I highlight over it.
A boar?
Yep.
Is that like a dig at me? I feel like it is. I'm a boar.
But she says, are those noses or dick emojis?
That's funny.
Both.
That is funny. Because I thought that before. I was like, wait, what is that? I was like, oh, it's just a nose. It's just a nose.
We can say it's both.
So, I mean, yeah, I think that Blizzard fucked up last year. When Lethal was on, he was telling us about this with that whole, well, you have cell phones, right? Because everybody wants to play fucking Diablo on their cell phone. And now
they don't.
Shit. No, I don't want to play.
Nobody wants to play Diablo on a cell phone ever.
You know, this goes
Ain't
back.
nobody calling for that.
No.
This is not one of those Pokemon Go situations where they're like, oh my God, you made a game that was similar to a game that used to make you a bunch of money, and it actually made you 10 times more fucking money, and you don't have to put any goddamn effort into it because it's just built off of another fucking game, and you gave it a Pokemon skin. Boom, $1 billion.
All right, and it's Dark Titan Enterprise. Thank you for putting that up. I want to make sure that they can find those videos, and thank you for bringing this article up because it does raise a lot of questions. And this goes back to I wanted to do a video on this just from the gaming perspective because I do like to game, and this goes back to the greed that we're seeing in the gaming market, right? With the microtransactions, with the loot boxes.
In the gay market, what?
I said the game.
You talking about Silicon Valley? San Francisco?
No, I'm not talking about Greenwich Village.
Oh, my bad.
No, this goes to the greed of these corporations. They are basically, and I've heard this from Marvel Strike Force too. I follow a lot of channels, Volley Flying and things like that, and this goes back to the greed of these companies trying to cash in on this mobile craze just for, purely making the quick buck. They're not doing long-term gaming anymore. They're releasing these short-term games, and they're trying to squeeze as much cash out of the consumer as they can. There's no love in what they're doing anymore. It's just to make a quick buck.
There's always one guy there that loves what he's doing.
That poor fool.
Or I should say, yeah, that's putting the love into it. There's always one. I mean, like, even if you go to your Your local fast food place. Pick one. We were arguing about that on Senate's poll. Go to what was it? It was tacos, burgers. What were the other two options? I don't remember. But then people were talking about Taco Bell and Carl's Jr. And I was like, nah, man, it's called Hardee's.
Yeah, it's fucking Hardee's. I even posted that like a while ago. I'm like, the next Civil War. It's Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, man. It's fucking Hardee's.
But I mean, this is just ridiculous, and I'm glad that this was brought to our attention because I've been a fan of Blizzard. I've supported their stuff. I'm sure we've all had
bullshit. All you do is bitch about all of the fucking blizzards in Wisconsin constantly.
Different blizzards, okay? Fuck blizzards.
My bad. I got like it's coming, dude.
Are you talking about the Dairy Queen blizzard now? Oh no!
Like it's gonna hit you first, Cyber.
Yep.
The blizzard is on its way.
Yeah, we're waiting in the snow. We're like, God fucking damn it.
Whoa. I'm sorry, but I'm hearing blasphemy in the chat. Dark Titan Enterprises says Taco Bell is the slowest fast food ever.
Depends on the time you go there.
What Taco Bell are you going to that you can't get a sloppy taco or burrito faster than a freshly cooked thick burger at Hardee's?
I don't know because I've gone to Taco
That is not
Bell.
how it works.
As soon as you get to the if you're going through the drive-thru, as soon as you get to the window, they just throw it at you and you go. So it's it's done. It's done.
We take the card, we swipe the card, we give you the receipt, and we're like, oh man, I hope I got my drinks before I got my food because I'm leaving. I can't let this shit get soft. I need crispy tacos.
Yeah, man, I hate that shit where it's like playing beat the clock. You got to eat that fucking hard shell first because then it becomes a soft shell. And no one likes that shit.
Well, I mean, I was a big fan of the double-decker taco when they first introduced it, and it was only $1. I was like, wait a second, you're going to give me a regular
McDonald's
taco.
is faster, which McDonald's has actually slowed down in the years.
I mean, McDonald's has slowed way down from when our dads went there when they were our age. The fucking burgers used to be under the counter. None of us know that. Like, he told me that, and I was like, you're fucking bullshitting me right now. He's like, nah, man. You get up there and you'd be like, okay, I will take 2 burgers and a fry, and then you'd wait 30 seconds for your fry, and they'd slide the burgers out from under the counter, boom, on a tray. You're just waiting for fries.
It's a speedy system. Everyone here watched Founders, right?
But then everybody's like, no, I need a freshly made burger. Little do they know that the burger's been sitting in the hopper for 40 minutes. It's a freshly assembled burger. It's not the same.
No, it is. It is not the same. LOL. Bitchy Unicorn says, I was just like, enjoy your tacos, fat ass. Yeah, me and Bitchy went out.
I'll go ahead. Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
Me and Bitchy went out. She, of course, likes the chocolate milkshake and 3 chocolate chip cookies because, all about that chocolate, like from McDonald's. And so I'm like, fuck that. I'm in the mood for Taco Bell. You know how you get them urges, like you're just like, man.
Dude, especially if you can get there between 2 and 5 for happy hour, so they're freezies or slushies, the regular size are only $1, man.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, let's do this. So we go to Taco Bell. I got my shit. She went to McDonald's. She's like, how can you eat that? And then she was like, hey, you better not. You better not be like blowing up the toilet. I'm like, I don't have that problem when I eat. I'm not one of these people that can't handle the T-bell and they just lose it.
I mean, I get that randomly from all of them. They'll be like, nope, you got a bad burger from this place. Nope, you got a bad chicken sandwich from this place. Nope, you got a bad taco from this place. Fucking A. Like, some people can't handle the Chinese food. I can handle Chinese food, no problem.
I can handle most food, but here's the thing. If your stomach's not feeling good, you're going to have a bad time if you eat it anyways, usually.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's all grease. It's going to screw up your stomach.
But I got to go back to Theron Gale said, Popeyes is the slowest chicken, but still my favorite. That's because Popeyes is freaking awesome.
Now, see, would we really constitute Popeyes as being fast food?
Dude,
per
it's
se?
absolutely fast food. It only takes forever because the line is fucking long as hell.
There's no line at my Popeyes, and they took fucking forever, and they fucked up the order, and they said they were out of half the things on the menu.
What fucking Popeyes are you going to?
The one near me that used to be a KFC, and I miss a KFC every day.
Oh man, I don't think I'd ever hear myself say that, but I suppose if I could never get what I ordered, be like, hey, I just want some I want some chicken strips and mac and cheese. Yeah, we ain't got either of those.
The people at mine too,
well,
where they work at, they're extremely fucking rude. Because the person at the cash was like, okay, and then the manager fucking came in and was like, no, we don't fucking have that. And the first cashier was all
crikey.
Like,
I mean, they were probably taken aback that there was a cybernetic dog trying to order food, though.
Yeah, that's fact. So,
like, they're not used to that down south.
I want to actually, now that we're talking about fast food, I want to throw out something here, and I want you guys to see this.
Dude, if it's moldy, you definitely need to throw it away. Throw it out.
No. I thought this was funny. Now, keep in mind, this is just a prank, but...
No, you didn't screen share it. Tried, and then it gave up.
No, I didn't share the audio. So, I want you guys to tell me what you think of this and if you think this is hilarious, because think about what you would do in a situation. This is
what am I looking at here? Ooh, okay. The king of burgers.
So Burger King, they did a prank where they said that they were out of Whoppers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say where they said they were out of tacos. And
you know what I do?
They never run out of tacos there. Nobody's buying tacos.
I'd straight up sell them. I'm like, okay, I'm going to McDonald's. Bye. They just stare at me. I wouldn't give a shit. I would be like, oh, okay, I'm going to McDonald's then. Or because where I live, there's like a Wendy's across the street. I'll just say, I'm going to fucking Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
I do love me some Wendy's. Like, they got a great value menu, too.
All right, so here we go.
Selling the Whopper in Minnesota for one day to see what would happen.
Can I get a double Whopper with cheese? Sir, we no longer sell the Whopper. You don't sell Whoppers no more. No, we don't.
Oh, pause. You lied to me, man. You said that they were out of Whoppers. They're telling people they don't sell them, period. Like, they ain't coming back on the menu. That is not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're not selling Whoppers anymore. That's worse.
Damn it. Okay, keep going.
It's too cold out already. I'm high as hell. Give me a double. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta give me a double. Give me a Whopper Junior.
Man, I've been eating Whoppers for the last 35 years. Y'all don't sell that no more?
No, we don't.
Tell you what, dog. I signed over the deed to my truck right here, dog. You hooked me up with a Whopper. I know you got it. I know you do.
You no longer sell the Whopper.
The fuck you mean you ain't got no Whopper?
That's perp. That's what perp sounds like. What the fuck you mean, man?
Whoppers? What y'all gonna do, man, for the rest of the day? Y'all gonna be telling every motherfucker you ain't got no fucking Whoppers all day. Why don't you sign
chicken nuggets 10 for $1.50.
Please. Taking a Whopper away from the hood is like fucking Bobby Brown stop smoking crack. That's like you ain't got no more Whoppers, man.
This Burger King was probably about 45 minutes to an hour away from your cyber.
The peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I ain't got time for this shit.
I got kids shit, man. Oh, baby mama getting on my fucking nerves. You ain't got no motherfucking Whoppers. This ain't no Whopper Burger King. This is Whopper Queen, Burger Bitch.
Whopper Queen.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
Taking a Whopper away from the hood is like make me get a full-time job. You're gonna bring a lot of people down.
Selling drugs is not a full-time job.
You're gonna bring down the community.
You're bringing down the community, man. You gotta bring that Whopper back. now.
The world is coming to an end. It's coming to a fucking end. Oh, I ain't gonna believe this shit. Hold on. Oh, hell no. Where's your manager? Let me see your manager. I ain't gonna believe this shit.
I need a Whopper.
Oh, please. Fuck you. What'd you say? You said, motherfucker, fuck you.
Fuck you.
9mm up in your motherfucking mouth and make a Whopper out your punk ass. Hello, baby. Guess what these motherfuckers done did at Burger King? These motherfuckers done took away from the motherfucking Whopper. How the fuck is we gonna live? These motherfuckers done took away from the motherfucking Whopper. Fuck you mean that's good? That shit ain't good. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Bitch, always trying to work out. I need my fucking Whopper.
I need a Whopper like Michael Vick needed Johnny Cochran.
Fuck you talking about? Fuck me. You better go find some Whoppers, bitch.
Cry me a freaking river. I need a Whopper like
bitch.
Need panties. Well, come on, man. Give me a Whopper, man. I got some weed for you, man. I got some weed in the back. I got 2 fat white bitches in the back. Good credit, man. These bitches will hook your shit up. Now I had this bitch suck your dick, man. I ain't gonna suck it. I had this bitch suck your dick, man.
I need a Whopper like Nicole Richie need 2 pounds. Come on, dog. Please.
Whopper. Burger King. Burger hoes. You ain't got no goddamn burger. What the fuck going on in this motherfucker? Look at you. You don't even like your job, old punk ass motherfucker. Just give me a Whopper, man. I just need one. I can't eat that McDonald's shit. That shit ain't even good, man. They don't fucking make me king, man. I hear you motherfuckers put worms in your burgers. I don't know if it's true, but that shit is good. That shit is good as fuck, man. That's my favorite fucking food. Oh, hell no. I can't believe this shit. Why you even take this punk job? You knew they ain't had no burgers today. You should have called off, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Call security, bitch. Well, fuck, you think I give a fuck about this burgerless ass motherfucking low rate ass Burger King? It's the only fucking Burger King in America ain't got no goddamn Whoppers. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I got PB said there's probably one like this near me. I'm like, yeah, there is. I know a couple of them that are probably like in the ghetto areas.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh, but yeah, it was like a prank for the day, right? But just imagine, like, you go to your Burger King and they pull a prank, like they said they don't have like their #1 seller burger. And when we were talking about that, I was like, holy shit.
I'd just walk away and say, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Bye. I'll go somewhere else. I'll go to the Wendy's across the street. There's 2 Burger Kings I know of near me. One has a Wendy's across the street, and another one, you go just over the bridge. There's a McDonald's and a fucking Taco Bell.
Like, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, even if that was actors, oh my God, this is hilarious. It was like, man, I think, I don't know. See, I had a situation where I went to Taco Bell, and they ran out of fucking meat for the tacos. I was like, how the fuck are you called Taco Bell? You ain't got no meat. Like,
I'd tell them, all right, I'll just put my own meat
What's this bullshit I hear about there ain't be no Whopper around? That's ridiculous, man.
Welcome, Fatal Jack. Yeah, they were talking about
what's up, everybody? It's wonderful to be back in the fandom zone.
So they were talking about not having the Whopper at Burger King. How do you feel about this, Fatal Jack?
Why the fuck you gonna call yourself Burger King? You ain't gonna sell a goddamn Whopper anymore. You ain't the king of burgers. You ain't selling a Whopper. That's the only reason you're the king of burgers in the first place. That's ridiculous.
I was just saying, it reminds me of a time I went to Taco Bell and they didn't have any meat to put into tacos.
I told him I'd say I'd put my own meat in there.
Oh, that's nasty, puppy. That's nasty. I don't know about that. You ain't be putting your meat in my bones, man. That ain't happening. I ain't having none of that burger there.
Oh shit. So man, we got pretty sidetracked on that one there. But speaking of things to eat, I want to talk about
this dick.
Oh, hey. How you doing? How you doing, Echo Base Network? Good to see you here. We were talking about when Burger King played a prank that they were no longer selling the Whopper.
Oh, man, that ain't a prank. That's just fucking with people's emotions right there.
And what happened? People freaked out.
How come we can't see fucking Nightbot, but when you look at this chat, you can see it?
You looking at the live chat, or are you looking at the top chat? Because they ain't the same chat. Nightbot don't appear in both chats. He's a motherfucker.
Oh, there we go. Everything's fixed now.
Oh, geez.
How about Barbaric stop spamming emails and fucking muting his ass?
Yeah, mute that bot. I gotta figure out.
I mute the bot again.
So, speaking of things to eat, let's talk about fantastic fungus. And Brie Larson is going to introduce you to the world of magic mushrooms in a captivating.
Oh man, Fatal J, don't fuck with magic mushrooms, man. I can't be doing that.
So, being that Brie Larson, our favorite actress, has a deal with Netflix, there's a fascinating new documentary on fantastic fungus. And it casts a microscope on the fundamental connection between humans and the mycelium.
Are you wanting to get high on shrooms, Zod? That's the message I'm getting right now.
No comment. Fantastic Fungus. Fantastic Fungus is a captivating, revealing new nature documentary moving from art makes the case of very essence of the world of humanity, of life and death can be reduced to mushrooms. There's a feeling, the pulse of eternal knowledge when you sense the oneness. You are with us, narrates Academy Award-winning actress and all-around awesome person, Brie Larson. As shots of the Earth, as seen from space, zoom into the sweeping close-ups of waterfalls and moss. We brought life to Earth. You can't see us, but we flourish all around you, everywhere, in everything, even inside you. That's weird. A pregnant pause. Whatever you believe in us or not, over a musical crescendo, Larson quickens to deliver her lines, building up to a big reveal. We are creation. We are resurrection, condemnation, and regeneration. We are mushrooms.
So they cannot afford David Attenborough for this?
No, or Morgan Freeman. I'd listen to Morgan Freeman narrate anything. Wouldn't you agree, Fatal Jack?
He went and pop culture PB's stuck in the Phantom Zone.
Dude, Fatal Jack does not fuck with psychedelic mushrooms. That is not for him. He can't keep track of where he keeps all of his bootlegs if he takes mushrooms.
So, PB, what do you think so far of this stunning reveal about Brie Larson narrating Fantastic Fungus?
I mean, it probably won't be more boring than Captain Marvel.
Holy shit, the 74-minute film works to prove Jesus.
74 minutes on fungus?
Why do we need 74 minutes? I get like maybe an hour, but 74 minutes?
Jesus Christ, you can't possibly tell that much shit about mushrooms.
Dude, that's longer than an animated DC movie.
Dude, that's longer than a trip that I would take. No, well, actually, it was like 3 hours, but never mind.
You gotta get some better mushrooms.
Yeah, that's true. Although I did went to see what was that movie with Mickey? Fantasia, when they remastered it, but I did it like tripping, and oh my god, the fucking water was coming out of the screen. The shit was crazy. Fucking brooms.
Like this. What is this on? What is it streaming on, or where's it being released?
Netflix.
Okay, so it's being released on Netflix, so it's not gonna be in 3D.
No.
But I bet it looks pretty bitchin' in 4K.
Probably.
If it's in 4K.
I can make it 4K if I'm on shrooms. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll make that some bitch fucking 20K in my face.
The 74-minute film works to prove to viewers that mushrooms and fungi beneath our feet live up to the promises in the dramatic and at times seemingly hyperbolic introduction. Through interviews with experts and breathtaking close-up shots that offer a totally new perspective of the Tindus most overlooked.
Why am I picturing Peter Griffin, and he's like, "You see that mushroom? Look at that mushroom right there." That's
I want fucking Seth MacFarlane to fucking narrate this now. I'd enjoy it. That'd be funny.
Oh yeah, I totally watch
But he
that.
has to do it as his characters. That'd be really fun.
Residents of the forest floor, fantastic fungi illustrates the fundamental connection between humans and the mycelium. Producers.
Oh, you hold on, pause. Grim Monolith is leaving.
Oh, okay. See you later, Grim. It was good to have you.
No,
and
you didn't have to stop screen sharing. What happened?
Oh, okay. I was just catching up.
I was just letting you know so you could say that and then continue.
All right. Producers interviews renowned mycologist Paul Statements, who is quite the celebrity in the magic mushroom.
I didn't know that those types of communities had celebrity. Wait, so they have their version of Snoop Dogg?
I guess. Oh, God. For his popular TED Talk entitled 6 Ways Mushrooms Can Save the World. Jesus Christ. They also spoke to Michael Pollan, author of The Omnivorous Dilemma, food nutritionist,
naturalist
Eugene Boone, and doctor and alternative medicine advocate Andrew Wheel, among others. Wow. Wheel.
If it's German, it's Weil.
Go ahead. That was a perfect time to interrupt him. Jamie Vick said, Zod saying, "I did went" is not exactly proper English, and you weren't reading.
It's catching up. Fungi, the film, argues, are an essential tool in feeding and nourishing us. Oh, they certainly nourish us, with the potential to promote both therapeutic and physical solutions to a variety of health issues.
That sounds like a shroom trip.
Yeah, you're not going to know what's wrong with you because you're going to be tripping balls for 3 hours. Doctors and participants from psychobin studies attest to profound positive effects of a single dose of mushrooms on mental health. While fungus is often associated with death and decomposition, it is also crucially generates soil that gives life. The director, Louis Schwarzenberg, uses time-lapse effects to make the invisible visible, capturing enchanting visual spectacles from fungi growing into toadstools straight from the pages of a storybook to the grotesquely fascinating decomposition process of mouse corpse. These
Ew.
Mouse corpses?
Yeah. These time-lapse shots are some of the most compelling moments of the film, providing an eye-level view of the processes that we
I know what
rarely
they.
see ourselves.
Okay, I get what they're talking about. I know what they're talking about. When the frickin' mushrooms and stuff are all growing out of their head and brain and all that freaky deaky stuff.
Yeah, I totally want to see
I wish
74
there was
fucking
a
minutes
picture.
of this. Yeah, there were.
Like, there would have been a good picture because I was watching something on one of the nature channels of some virus that goes into bugs and it does the same thing.
Oh, that the zombie virus that's on the ants in Africa.
Yeah.
I call it the zombie one because that's what it does to them.
Totally. That's what I was. Yep, that's what it was. Continue.
Images of crystalline snow melting to uncover pine cone.
What the fuck, man? You're even in the fucking Midwest now, and you can't pronounce pine cone?
I already told you, I'm rounding that magic hour.
How long have you lived in the
I don't know
Midwest now?
why I didn't do this first, because I was doing so well.
This next one's going to be good.
And do devil that motherfucker.
And dew-dappled white mushrooms springing from the soil, revealing their grooved underbellies, would not look out of place in a fantasy film. You're welcome.
Thank you. There would be no way I'd say that. It is during these sequences that the tiny subjects most believably embody the power and wonder with which they are described in the opening. The documentary is packed with fascinating facts of the sort that one might deploy to impress guests at a dinner party. What fucking dinner parties are you going to? I've never been to a dinner party where they're like, you know what, Joe? This party was good, but I didn't see the videos of mushrooms growing, so fuck it.
Dude, the only mushrooms I want to talk about at my dinner party is whether or not they were fresh or canned when I'm putting them with my steak.
Plants, for example, can recognize their own kin in the way that humans form attachments with family members, according to
ecology Professor Suzanne Simard.
Thank you.
We know he's getting really tired because he's screwing up the easy words, man.
Trees swap nutrients with one another using mycelium as their pathway.
Shit, he got it right. What was that?
I'm fighting through it. And those these networks, mother trees are able to identify and communicate with their seedlings.
Scroll.
While much of this fantastic fungi is devoted to waxing poetic about the health benefits of varying types of fungi, it would not be a documentary about mushrooms without covering psychedelic experiences. Yes, I'll just fast forward to that. By the way of introduction to the subject, Schwarzenberg presents a slightly disorienting animated rendering of hairy, nonverbal, eerily humanoids gathered around a fire, tripping
hominids.
Thank you. Tripping on motherfucker.
Hold on, I gotta zoom in a little bit. Oh. Psilocybin?
Thank you. Yep. Psilocybin mushrooms.
Oh, that thing was we already came across that fucking word, and it's a fucking weird ass word.
Yeah, I think that's it. Stedman's wearing a blue baseball hat with a mushroom on it. In the way
Look,
one
it could be psilocybin. I don't fucking know. That's a tricky one.
Allegiance to your favorite sports team that then devolves.
Go Pack, go. Vikings suck.
Experience with magic mushrooms. When I was when I was in Ohio, I actually purchased a bag of magic mushrooms. He explains, but I had no guide. I had no recommendations for how much.
Just fucking eat the whole bag, you
Eat
dumbass.
it. Just eat it and don't die.
So I had a bag about this big.
Yeah, it's big. It's amazing.
So I thought, well, this is probably one of those, so I should consume the bag. Now,
correct.
Those of you who don't know, this is like 10 times more than you probably need to consume.
This guy's a fucking amateur. It might be double.
Off to a great start, Paul. What could have easily been a bad trip, however, turned out to be a life-changing experience for young Steinmans.
Did he start writing Beatles music?
Stamets?
Oh, no, wait, that was LSD.
There was a big, big tree, an oak tree, he continues. And then I noticed black clouds on the horizon. Yep, he's tripping. And I realized there was a storm coming. And I thought, this is great. I'll have a great visual of a storm coming. And I thought, I'm going to climb the top of the tree. So far, teenage Paul is still demonstrating B+ logic. As he describes the lightning storm of
biblical proportions.
Thank you. Which he was watching from the top of a tree. I was sure that this story was not would not have a happy ending.
Well, yeah, the story was not taking place at a Korean massage parlor.
But instead of focusing on his fears, Steinmetz chose to channel his energy into overcoming his embarrassing stuttering problem. And so I thought, I need to stop stuttering, he explains. I said to myself, stop stuttering. Stop stuttering now.
This is an interesting trip, man.
No shit, right?
Yeah, I'm tripping reading this shit.
What? Keep going.
It's like when you read Bob Dylan lyrics, you can feel the high. Shit.
The very next day, when a pretty girl he had a crush on him said hello to him, Steinmetz was able to give an unwavering, stutter-free reply for the first time in his life. Magic mushrooms, indeed. So...
Well, that was the end of it?
Yeah.
Well, that was underwhelming. Like, did he get fried or did he not get fried? Get it?
So, I guess the mushrooms...
I don't think that he got it. Did you get it, Cyber?
What?
I said, did he get fried or did he not get fried?
I don't know.
I don't think you got it either. Like, it's a play on words. Like, he got either fried by the lightning or he got fried by the frickin' mushrooms.
It's both. How about that, man?
You could get double fried. Like, I mean, not to tail back to a previous topic, nobody goes back to give back the extra fry they were given.
And Bitchy, we're talking about magical mushrooms. So
she would know. She is a magical being.
Yes, she's a magical unicorn. So, I wanted to get to the highlight that fucking Brie Larson is narrating this.
Is she like just slipping and randomly waking up and she just has your live stream on? So she just is like, hey, I'm back now, guys.
Sometimes.
Like, is she actually leaving and coming back, or is she just disappearing from the chat? Thank you, Mama Bear. She got the joke.
But
I knew you were trying to say he was like fried as in high. That's why I said I don't know.
Ah. No, you have to understand both meanings in order to get the joke.
Yeah. I actually forgot he mentioned a lightning storm.
Yeah, that he... Hey, I got this storm rolling in. Let's go to the top of the tree.
Let's go to the top of the tree and say stop stuttering. That's what I remember. Top of the tree, stop
stuttering. Stop stuttering. Oh, man. I'm not stuttering anymore. This is wonderful. Where do I get more of these mushrooms? The entire time, this is like, you know the episode of Family Guy when they take the mushrooms?
Oh, yeah, Brian takes it. Oh, yeah.
they don't actually do any of the things they think that they're doing.
Yeah. So he was really just like in a random field and it started raining.
He was in probably a random field. It probably wasn't even raining. He was in a random field and people
No,
probably
man,
heard.
like the storm rolled in from the front of his eyes to the back of his brain.
And he was probably yelling, "Stop stuttering!" And people were walking by, go, "What the fuck is that?"
And he was
guy
going
on?"
Yeah,
screaming at the
exactly.
top of his lungs.
You're like, this son of a bitch is on some strong bath salts. Everybody protect your faces.
Oh man. So like, here's the thing: who would want to listen to a 74-minute documentary of Brie fucking Larson narrating about the magic of mushrooms?
Yeah, I don't want to listen to a documentary on mushrooms at all.
I mean, I'm
Unless
all
it's
about
Morgan
learning
Freeman,
things.
and I was using it to go to bed.
I mean, this isn't going to be... Brie Larson does not have... That's who you said was narrating it, right?
Yep.
She does not have a narrator's voice at all, period. She's definitely a person. I don't care where you stand on this, whether you're on one end of the spectrum or on the lethal lightning end of the spectrum.
Oh,
She's definitely someone you're supposed to see, whether it's for him, I guess, under his covers, or for the rest of us. You know, she typically looks good from neck to heart. If you just look at her from neck to heart, she's okay.
I want to kill her, so I can't. Wait.
No, man. Okay, Zod. This is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a test, and no one's gonna know that this is going on, or when it's going on, or anything like that. But they're gonna know it's happening because I'm saying it now. I'm gonna be sending you these random shots of people, and you're not gonna know who they are because it's only gonna be their torso, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'd be all over that." And then I'll send you the next picture, and you'll be like, "Oh, shit." That's Brie Larson.
Fuck that. I have studied Brie enough to know her.
Oh, I bet you have. You study her vigorously when you're cleaning yourself in the shower. That's what the unicorn was talking about. Have you seen what was going on in the chat? He's talking smack about you. Talking about your smell. She's talking about your smell.
She likes the Zod spell.
That's not how I'm reading it. I'm not reading that as a like. She said she had to take a shower because of the smell. That's how I'm reading it. On the bright side, she will be willing to get the smell on her again.
Silver linings. Silver linings.
Okay. Theron Gale says, let's not leave the mushrooms yet. Did you read that comment? Or no? From 2 minutes ago.
No,
okay.
Go ahead.
Put it up on the screen. That is not what mushrooms are even like. You hallucinate stuff like rainbow auroras projecting around them, and time expands like crazy.
True.
I can neither confirm or deny whether or not that is a fact. But I heard from a source that it's totally a fact.
Yes, I cannot confirm or deny whether or not that's fact, but,
A friend told me when he went on a trip that he was watching Stargate, and it was the greatest episode of Stargate that he ever watched. It was like he was at the fucking gate.
Yeah, like a friend of mine went to see a Disney movie, and it was the greatest Disney movie ever made. And it was a cartoon. And I will never look at Mickey the same again. Holy shit. Wizard Mickey, just crazy.
Oh, you went and saw frickin' Fantasia?
Oh, yeah. Tripping
You
balls.
dipshit.
It was.
I ain't going to. I would never suggest that my friend go and see that movie on psychedelic mushrooms.
Dude, it was. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oof.
I mean, my suggestion for anybody out there, from what I've heard from my friend, is that go and experience something you had already experienced so you know what you're getting yourself into, and always have the ability to turn on the Care Bears.
Oh, the fucking Care Bears.
What about like Craig Ferguson thing where he fucking watched Teletubbies? And he was high.
Oh man, no man, they got freaky stuff on their head.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with the Teletubbies.
One of them has a fucking dildo up there.
Yeah, I watched that show, man, when I was a kid.
On purpose?
Yeah, when I was a kid. On purpose. I liked it.
Oh.
Fuck
Intriguing.
off.
So, okay, now the question is going to be posed. Which one was your favorite?
It was freaking Tinky Winky at the time. The purple one.
Hilarious. Love it. I know which one it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I can only remember the name of that one and Poe.
Keep
Poe was
talking
the red
about
one.
the psychedelic mushrooms for a second. I shall be right back.
Okay. I will continue to talk about the psychedelic. I can't even speak when I'm talking about
I just remember the
psychedelic
other
mushrooms.
Dipsy
But,
was the green one and Lala was the yellow one.
Oh, well then how can you remember 3 of them but not remember the 4th?
I just told you all 4 of them.
Yeah, but I thought you said you didn't remember which one was Poe.
No. No, I was saying Poe was the red one. I said I couldn't remember the other 2 at the time, and then I just remembered the 2. That's why I labeled them.
Got you. I misunderstood. That was on me. 100%.
Yeah. Craig
Mama
Ferguson
Bear
didn't remember who
go
Poe
ahead.
was.
Oh, that's hilarious. Mama Bear says,
Yeah.
I just do criminy mushrooms. Is that supposed to be criminal? I hope not. I don't know what a criminy mushroom is at all. What's a criminy mushroom, Cyber? Look it up.
A what?
You can see how it's spelled. A criminy mushroom. CRIMINI.
Where the fuck are they have it written?
I don't know what a criminy mushroom is. I assume that it goes on some type of salad.
I'm saying who fucking typed it because I can't find it.
Oh, Mads Mama Bear 248. That's why I spelled it for you.
All right, let's see. I'll screen share it too if it has a description.
Excellent. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's even spelt wrong because it's supposed to be an E.
Oh.
It's
I don't know.
It's a common mushroom.
So it's like a
It's just
regular common mushroom.
it's a fucking common mushroom that you buy at the store to put on like a pizza and shit.
Oh. So it's a pizza / salad mushroom. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Google's spitting out.
I mean, I do all kinds of. I mean, I assume that the mushrooms that they put in cans aren't the exact same ones that you buy in fresh. I mean, some of them are, but they're not all the same. Like portobello mushrooms, those are delicious. I love those.
Yeah, I don't like mushrooms at all, but
break them up, put them on a salad. Well, you're a dog. Like you're not supposed to like vegetarian stuff.
It's just dogs are omnivores, so.
Oh, Bitchy Unicorn said she only likes the Pegasus and unicorn parts of Fantasia. That sounds about right. Care Bears don't give a fuck. I don't. What do you mean Care Bears don't give? I mean, that's true. They don't, but they do care.
They care deeply.
They care deeply about you shilling out money for their products. Oh, you got backup, Cyber. Bitchy Unicorn says, Teletubbies are the shit.
Yeah.
Theron Gale asked how old the husky is. Now, are you going to give us it in dog years or in human years?
I said old enough. That's what I
Oh, you
replied. I said, "Oh,
responded in
yeah,
the
yeah."
chat.
I said old enough.
Mama Bear said husky is still a puppy. It's funny. You're supposed to laugh, Sod. You don't see the applause sign?
Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start to call it because sometimes in life a villain is tired from his long dictating day.
Well, I mean, we've been going for, or I say we, you two, because I didn't get here at the beginning, have been going for nearly 3 hours. So it's not like this has been a short live stream or anything. It's right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I feel like we've covered all the topics. We've had a bunch of laughs. Had some new people on tonight, or new person.
Yeah, I like having Candace on, and maybe we'll have her back on tomorrow. So I'll DM her.
We always have to use the word maybe. Always use the word maybe. That way nobody can be like, you said she was going to be there, or he was going to be there, or whatever anybody ever wants to identify as. When I was at the doctor with my wife and they were talking, I said that I identified as a cactus. They both fucking laughed.
That's great.
I was like, yeah, I'm prickly.
And it's always good getting new faces on here, and that's really what we started the late night talks for. I think we hit the variety hour very well, and I appreciate everyone who's in here. Goodbye,
Yeah, I
Jamie
gotta
Vic.
take some drugs since the stream is ending.
Yeah, we gotta go to the
Who
not
programmed
do
Nightbot? Because it's saying I'm only trying
YouTube.
to help. No,
YouTube
you
Nightbot.
you activate it
No,
yourself.
no. I know that an individual activates Nightbot, but you activate your computer. Did you program it? I rest my case.
It has default programs on it when you first activate it.
That's what I'm saying. He just has it running as default.
So it's just running on Nightbot's default mode.
As far as I know. How many times can you time a person out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to keep doing it, see if it stacks up.
Okay. I will tell you to knock it off at some point.
I was just doing it until it covered the whole screen.
Oh, gotcha. That's funny.
But yeah,
Okay.
it was a really great night. We had some laughs and fun, and I appreciate everybody who's on here.
We solved the candy corn debate.
Yeah, I came into that late because I've been with a magical unicorn.
Didn't, but we never will. I expanded it to a different group that I was added to on Twitter, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, we definitely we'll keep you guys updated on the Candy Corn Award. But yeah, let's call this one, and let's
call it episode 101. We have the appropriate amount of Dalmatians.
I didn't even realize that. That's great. And me and Husky have been doing this. We started out the 101 stream with me and Cyber. Irony. So, Cyber, go ahead and tell everyone about your next super political video coming out.
It's a Gears video, man.
Oh,
yeah, the one about AOC that you got coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, doesn't she go bug eye in the middle of it?
No.
I thought for sure in the middle of that
politics,
Gears,
and now you guys are bringing that shit up.
I swear to God, in the middle of that Gears video, somebody popped up and was like, you know what we need to do to solve the gears of war and end war forever? Just eat the babies.
The only political thing in that whole thing was when there's that one part where you had to go ask the fucking person to turn on the fucking hammer down, and they say no.
That's right. Super political.
Fuck.
I listened to your commentary.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
I get really pissed off about something at the end, and you'll see what it is.
Ooh. Deep these. Gears 5 tomorrow at 7 Central.
Be there. No one was there for the Borderlands video.
I was not.
And
I was in
apparently
a live stream.
Apparently it seems like no one was notified either.
Really? Intriguing. Fucking YouTube. Well, if there was only a platform YouTube would give us to bitch about YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Wonder where we can get that.
What a bunch of dick.
You know what?
No, don't we're doing the short version. We'll do the short version. I'm the commander in the fandom zone, PB, and you can find me at Pop Culture PB on YouTube and on Twitter. I do Marvel and Star Wars and High Council highlights. This wasn't the super short version, but it was the medium short version. Back to you, Zod.
And I'd like to thank everyone who was on here. We had Lethal Lightning. Go check out his channel. He helped us with the Activision Blizzard bullshit. We had Proper Jeremy and Candace on here. And she reached
Candace Marie, now I gotta try and frickin' find all these links, you bastard.
And definitely go check her out. She has 114 subs, I think more than that, because I subbed to her and some other people.
Says
here.
115 right now.
Yeah,
and when I was on a live stream with her earlier, she was at 97, I believe.
So
she had a good day.
Yeah, quickly rising star and good. I like to see the new upcomers that are rising through the YouTube ranks. Good for you. And yeah, we'll definitely have her back on. She's very pleasant to have. Had a lot of facts. A little weird for the fandom zone. I'm not used to facts. But
she's got her own she got her link to switch over immediately. It's at Cabo Sunrise, which I was like, oh, that's good. I like that.
And of course, if you guys haven't, definitely go check out Matt's Mama Bear. The bear was on here for my 100th episode, and yeah,
I didn't even get to the other people, but continue. Sorry.
She's awesome. And you know, anyone else who has been on here. And also, I have a special announcement. I am talking to the All Father to do an exclusive interview with Odin here on the channel during my fandom talks. It won't be this Saturday, but probably next Saturday. This Saturday, I'll have on Stephen Walton Jr. We'll be talking about his book and about the whole Phantom Menace thing and what it means to be in the Phantom Menace and or the Phantom Collective, so people can get it right and stop using labels and talking shit they don't understand. We're going to clear the air, let you guys know.
They're not going to stop.
Yeah, but whatever. And
he needs to make sure that book is thick and hardcover so I can use it just to smack people with. Because that is what all books' intended purposes are. That's why you don't buy digital.
I thought they were kindling.
And of course, I'll be having Onan on, and I'm going to be talking with him about the latest stuff and you know, some movie stuff. We have a bond in making sure Battle Angel Alita gets a sequel. That movie needs a sequel. It was awesome.
Who am I forgetting?
Never seen that movie.
What link am I forgetting?
Your own.
Lethal Lightning. I don't really necessarily care about my own.
Are you forgetting about Proper?
Here.
Lethal Lightning.
No, I did Proper. Did I not do Proper?
No, you did Proper. You did Candace. You did Matt's Lethal.
Lethal,
Okay.
yeah, it is.
Looking for the L's. Where are they? They
Yeah,
should be
Proper
easy to
didn't
find.
fall
They're yellow
asleep
as
in the
fuck.
chat tonight. He actually managed to stay awake the whole time.
Who did?
Proper, he managed to stay awake the whole time.
Well, I mean, he didn't stay the whole. Well, I mean, the whole time he was here. That's true.
Yeah, the whole
That
time
is
he
true.
didn't like fall asleep.
Just forgot what freaking link that I just grabbed. That was hilarious. Like that was bad.
So yeah, and of course, Bitchy, I will talk to you later about
Follow Bitchy
those.
Unicorn on Twitter.
Yes, follow her on Twitter, and also there's some Instagram stuff you can see. She's a great artist and just awesome. One might say I really like her a lot. So definitely go and do that. And yeah, I'm fading out here, so you guys know the rule here in the Phantom Zone. Kneel before Zod.
No.
Nope.